This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is a sham.
No. Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. I'm Lindsay in for Tori today. What's going on, guys?
What's up? Shout out to our makeup team because
Yeah.
1 second before the show started, it was chaos, and then it comes up, everyone's gone.
I know, they like
Disappear
pack
a
it up.
magic trick.
I said I gotta do it on Instagram one day, how fast Dre gets me together.
Yeah.
I give him, it's like when you run through the mad dash to the grocery store to grab everything.
Yeah,
that's how quick he is.
It's unfair because Dre's in his 20s, so he just moves faster than all of us.
Okay, let's get to some serious news. So the father of the Highland Park mass shooting suspect is speaking out. You know, he has a lawyer, but he decided to speak anyway. In an interview with the New York Post, he denies any responsibility for what happened, despite the fact that he sponsored his son to get the weapons used in the massacre. He also talked about a 2019 incident where police were called after his son threatened to kill everyone. He said it was childish, a childish outburst, to quote him, and that all the knives were confiscated by police. They were just a collection, like how he used to collect coins and baseball cards.
Wow.
Not exactly the same, but what do you think of the father's explanation? Does it make sense, or is he in denial? Because parents today, you know, are a lot of hands-off. A lot of people are working 2 jobs. Mm-hmm. We live in that type of society right now, but how hands-off are you? I know some people were saying they don't follow each other on social media. They didn't see his rap videos online where he was holding guns or making threats, allegedly. So what do you guys think about him coming out and saying this?
Jeff, I'll just ask, do you think that, like, he noticed that the police were at his house?
Multiple times.
Do you think, would that be something you would notice if the police had been in your house a few times to confiscate weapons for your daughter? I think that this denial explains so much. When you see the way that you explain the police coming to your house because there is a community threat coming out of your home from your child, and you call that a childish outburst, like you guys are at the toy store and you're not getting what they want. When you are able in your mind to frame things like that, anything and everything is just fair game. Oh, he was just playing. Oh, he's just joking. That manifesto, kids do that. Oh, he just put it on Facebook. He saw that on a podcast. Like, it explains so much. I don't need to hear anything else from this man.
Yeah.
I got it, bro.
And I'm surprised we're hearing anything at all because he lawyered up with R. Kelly's lawyer, which maybe you should have got a different lawyer.
Different lawyer.
Didn't work out so good for R. Kelly. But he did.
I'm going to get 29 years.
He did get that lawyer. So, I mean, it is a wealthier part of Chicago. It's the upper north side, right, of Chicago.
Can you tell us a little bit about that area?
It's just, you know, it's about, from where I grew up on the north side of Chicago, it's about an hour-and-a-half drive with traffic and stuff. So it's past Evanston, the University of Northwestern, Skokie's right there,
right.
And then that's where Highland Park is.
Right, like
so
a nice little suburb?
It's a little upper, yeah, like a nice little suburb.
So I want to reiterate that there is a painting that the son allegedly painted on the house that local news reporters were showing that shows a smiley face person with a gun in their hand. Like, what are the signs that the parents actually are saying they did see that they're going to be accountable for? This is your kid that's a whole adult now, that through his life has done things or posted videos online. And so to say you were busy working, like, at what point are we going to say the parent's going to be accountable to walk him down and get him that FOID firearms card? You know, at what point are you going to say, I shouldn't have done that for my kid?
For sure. That's what I was getting to. It doesn't really matter where they're from or what the suburb is like anyways. It matters who you are as a parent. And I think we're too much like, oh, my kid has this wrong or this is wrong, and everyone gets a ribbon type of parenting, instead of just saying, like, my kid has a problem.
Right.
I don't know if you agree with tattoos on your kid's face or not, but if your kid came home with a tattoo on his face and he was drawing these paintings and he had a knife collection, wouldn't kind of those things add up and be like, hold up a second, something's going wrong? There was domestic abuse called to the house allegedly. For the parents. The kid said he wanted to kill himself and his family multiple times. The numbers add up here. This guy making excuses for why his kid did what he did. We need repercussions. If we're not going to have any gun legislation or red flag laws, or we can't agree on that and everyone wants to keep their guns, keep your guns. If I find out as the government that you walked away from a mass shooting, you will be dead that night. I don't want to hear from your father. I don't want to hear from your best friend. I don't want to hear from your cousin. You are going to be executed that night. I know that sounds rough and people don't want to hear that, and we live in the United States and there's due process, but I'm tired of all this. I'm tired of arguing. You should be put to bed like an animal. That's where I stand.
Where was the due process for those 2 parents that were dead on top of their 2-year-old?
There is none.
Like that,
Al, where's the due process for the 2-year-old?
And you know, Jeff, as he's talking to Lindsay, I want to get your thoughts on this. When Jeff used to say we should execute them and like there should be some really harsh punishments, I'd be like, well, I see where he's coming from, but that's a little. But I mean, at this point, where we are now, where we can't even really do our show because we have so many shootings, do we need to have some extreme repercussions to combat extreme life circumstances in 2022 and stop looking at this like this is 1971, because it's not anymore?
For sure, and I think especially as a gun owner, you have to lock up your guns, and you have to be, whether the kid went in your house and took the gun from their parents and then committed a shooting, or the adult, I should say, man, then that's your fault because you didn't safely lock away your gun. If you do have one and you help them assist, get them one, and you know that your child that turns into an adult has mental illness or some issues that are red flags in the family and in the household, maybe you should be accountable as well. So I think that, like Jeff was saying and like you're saying, we have to hold people accountable, because that's the first step, is that it happens in your household. And somebody's under your care until they're 18 years old. And so a lot of these incidences happened when he was still high school aged.
Right.
And so that, to me, is on the parents and on every single person that stopped by that house, from the mental health supervisor who left no notes for anybody local or federally, or they were not shared with anyone, or left no notes, and the police officers that came by multiple times for alleged domestic disputes or for alleged knives in the house and for threats, and left no notes. This is all problematic and flaws in a flawed system that we have to fix.
Yeah,
so
you got to make people work, and people work when they feel like they're going to be fired. So I think you're exactly right.
Right. So we have an update about the Uvalde shooting in Uvalde, Texas. We're now learning a police officer has his rifle aimed at the gunman before he entered the school. The officer asked his supervisor for permission to take the shot, but his supervisor either didn't hear him or didn't respond in time. This is just the latest example of a police officer failing to act to stop the gunman. So the question is, should he have just taken the shot, or should he have waited for that permission? And what would have happened if he would have killed the gunman? Like, would there be repercussions? Because there are people on one side saying he would be scared to take that shot without permission for fear that he might lose his job.
Right. Well, full disclosure, on our morning meeting, we talked to somebody in law enforcement, a very credible source, and they were saying that they would have taken the shot. And it seems like just a human thing, Jeff. This was not like, he wasn't just walking into school casually with a book bag and you couldn't tell. There had already been an engagement with the police. They knew that he had a weapon going into school, and he knew if he let him go into that school that bad things were going to happen, and he chose not to for whatever reason. I don't understand this. I wanted to know your thoughts when you heard this.
Well, you know, I was thinking exactly you, but then I stopped myself and I try to look at both sides of the story, and I'll push the other side a little bit. As a police officer in 2022, okay, 5 years ago, I would have said, you take that shot. This guy crashed his car on school property, got out with the gun, and went into the school. You take that shot as an officer. 2022? I'm back there. I saw this guy crash. I don't know if he's holding a branch. I don't know what he's holding. If I take that shot and kill that kid and he's holding a branch, guess who's on the front page of the news? Guess who's victim number one? Me, not that kid. I don't know what he's doing.
I agree.
So my fear now, just like I went to the parade on Monday for 4th of July, I was like, man, there's a lot of people here. I was thinking about like shootings. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have thought that. There's different things now in people's heads that cause them to pause and think about what they're doing. So on that side, I understand him not taking that shot.
I think in this case, and Lindsay, please correct me if you know different, I believe they knew that he had already shot his grandmother at that point. So
we know that they had conflict in communication between the entire police department. So who knows what that exact officer knew? But I do know that we talked to a retired LAPD sergeant who said that, quote, Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey said, quote, he did not need approval from a supervisor to discharge his gun to save a life. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. So with that strong of a statement, you know, all I want to know is that what is the thought here? Because, you know, there are officers that kill people that are unarmed, doing nothing, and we talk about it all the time.
Right.
But this man was armed in front of a school building, and if we're not going to save an innocent child's life, whose life are we going to save for the, you know?
What would the quote be had he took that shot from long range and shot that boy, but the boy just had a stick in his hand? What would the quote be?
But he wouldn't have been there if they didn't know that there was something wrong.
I'm just saying we have to look at this socially too. Let's not just be blind about that as well.
There's definitely a social aspect to this, but the idea that it seems like at every single step they made the wrong decision. That's the really scary thing, because we keep saying.
And I totally agree with you. I'm not defending.
We have to talk about both sides of this. But yeah, at every single step, this law enforcement made the wrong decision. It's like, where's the Department of Justice? Where's the Texas FBI? Who's investigating this? It's got a city council seat the next week. So I don't.
Definitely not defending the Uvalde Police Department.
No, we're going to keep talking about this because new details keep coming out. But coming up on DBL, a viral video has everyone talking. Are you horrified at a messy house, or can you relate? And Japan makes cyberbullying a crime. Well, we'll explain why people are criticizing the move to stop online harassment.
Closed captioning provided by. Closed captioning provided by.
DBL is all new. Like
I know, but that makes me, when you said that, I was like, listen, did someone just watch the terminal list? Because take it easy.
And I think that's the issue, and like Lindsay, you brought this up, is like we don't really know exactly what happened because the Uvalde Police Department started lying from the beginning. Remember the resource officer that didn't exist?
Yeah.
So now we're that
Or the person
exchange.
outside, yeah.
This
The
is
communication has been so jarred that I can't confidently say
Right.
if he knew, no matter how many news reports that you read, you can't confidently say what everyone knew at the time because the story has changed every day that I read a news report. So that's why it's kind of like, who knows what he knew.
As a police officer, you got to think, like, if you don't know exactly what's going on, just take all that other stuff that we already know that they messed up and the whole thing. As a police officer, if you do have a long-range shot, apparently that's what it was. Like, again, we don't know. I'm kind of painting my own picture. I probably don't have all the facts. But are you going to shoot a kid not knowing 100% what's going on?
Killing somebody is final. So for sure, I think we should think about that. And on the other hand, which I think is a terrible situation, which Al is close to because of the location that it happened, was with Samir Rice. He had a toy gun in his hand, and they shot him. And that's a little kid, though, so I think it's totally different,
He was 12,
too. Yeah, that's a little child. So,
and he was on the playground.
Right,
You know?
so you can't make those kind of mistakes.
Right.
And it's such a that's it. We're trying to like piece together like what we make an opinion out of something that we kind of can't because they haven't given us any facts. I don't know. They said that he shot his grandmother, left the home. The police engaged him.
Uvalde,
The police.
I forgot what shooting we were talking about. Al, for a second.
I'm sorry. I'm skipping around in shootings. It's so
ridiculous.
sad. And, they ran him off the road, but then they didn't stop him. And didn't warn the school he was coming.
And how is not everyone not in communication, right? On the same thing, like
school down.
How often does that happen in a small town?
It's still the strangest case in terms of no.
Right. So if everyone's like, hey, we got someone just shot his grandmother's school. He's on school ground now.
Welcome back. Starting today, posting online insults is now a crime in Japan. People convicted can be fined and could even spend up to a year in jail. The law is intended to help to prevent suicides that result from cyberbullying. But some critics say it's a threat to free speech. So DBL Nation, we want to know what you think. Should cyberbullying be a crime here in America? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Man, I mean, I really appreciate protecting kids, especially that are being cyberbullied and that have committed suicide or thinking about committing suicide. That's a big deal. But when does it go too far about like who decides what's actually bullying, or when somebody can step in, or parents monitoring social media, or the social media sites monitoring commentary and just getting rid of accounts that violate their terms? Yeah. Like, who are we putting the onus on?
There's gonna have to be like a roast judge to be like, hey, he was just clowning you right there.
Right.
He kind of got a good one in, and then the other ones are like, he's bullying Jeff, saying he should kill himself. That's terrible. Like, like you're saying, I don't know what the line is in somebody that's made jokes for a living. I feed my kids with jokes. I would be very worried that political satire, any kind of commentary with somebody that didn't like you, especially people that don't like to be criticized in any way, would be like, I'm trying to discuss this video and Al's bullying me. So, like, I got to go to jail now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And then if your opinion doesn't match up with somebody's, then you're somehow committing a crime. It's a very slippery slope. I'm all about free speech, but I also want something done online. I don't know if this is maybe an extreme. I think the first step is kind of getting everyone their own social media. So you're responsible for what you put out. No edits, no deletes. I put it out there. You said it. We'll have someone else be the judge and do that. But if you're leaning to one side politically or saying something that might be a joke, you're going to go to jail for that. That's a very slippery slope.
So I'm down with the fine, I think. Maybe the fine. But jail time is ridiculous. I mean, jails are already in most places, well, America mostly, overcrowded with people that have low-level things happening. And if you're threatening somebody online, like, okay, I hate the way that you look today, that's not something to go to jail for. Like, what's the barometer of the threat? And I just think I have a soft place in my heart for kids because I know how tough it is just walking through a school and being bullied in any capacity. So online makes it harder because people from everywhere can bully you at any time that you've never had any contact with. So you don't have to face them.
I also think think kids make mistakes, right? Kids do stupid things. Kids pick on each other. Things happen. I'd see my kid. I'm like, oh man. You know, you don't want either side for your kid, right? But I think this is more of a deterrent than anything. I don't know how much they're going to enforce this, but I think any sort of deterrent for anything, whether it be gun laws or this, just one step harder for people to do something. You're like, man, maybe I shouldn't. You know?
And I think it's almost like driving with the expired registration. Like, you could do it,
right?
You'll probably be fine, but you don't, because if you get pulled over, it's going to be a huge pain. And I think what you guys are saying is correct. I think just the fact that it's there and letting people know, maybe highlighting a couple examples. I remember like when people used to steal music off Napster, like 1 or 2 people got sued or something for like $4 million, like some guy in his basement. But that's like how things spread back then.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, let's see what the audience thinks. So, should cyberbullying be a crime in America? 84% say yes.
Oh, wow.
16 say no. Oh, my gosh.
84% are writing me the show saying, "Hey, Jeff, go kill yourself."
Jeff got to get banned off all social media.
They should all be arrested.
Coming up on DBL, a mom is going viral for sharing her messy house. Is this relatable or just plain gross?
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s, when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. So a mom of 4 has gone viral after posting videos of her messy home on TikTok. In a moment of pure honesty, she filmed her home in its natural state of messiness. And the video has received millions of views. Take a look.
I know I'm gonna get roasted. I know it. But this is what happens when 2 really lazy adults have 4 kids and don't clean up after themselves, because, yeah, it's a mess. 4 days, guys. I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days, and this is what my house looks like. It is not dirty. It is simply messy, okay? And so that's what I'm gonna do today.
She also posted this time-lapse video proving that she actually does clean up with her husband once in a while. No, it's going to be a no for me. That's I can't even look at
every single thing of every person's life. Hey guys, I had a stomach virus. Like, I don't need to know every single thing that goes on in your dirty household.
Okay, look,
that's unacceptable.
Okay, I think it's important to show, especially with kids, that like everything's not together. Like even traveling with kids, I wanted to say how hard it is.
Floor.
I know, because sometimes your house gets a mess, but like this is more than a mess. This is like
what
sloppy.
got you when you're like, okay, it went from sloppy, acceptable to like,
well, no dishes in 4 days. I can't go to sleep without the dishes out the sink. They have to at least be in the dishwasher. Colin and I agree on that.
I couldn't go to bed if my house looked like this. I could not go to bed.
This is a very triggering video for me, because I remember in college, and I actually pitched a show based on my boys' kind of dormitory room. I had 3 friends that all lived together, and it was so gross in their dorm. There would be like just muddy boots in the sink, and and they just had taken a trash can from outside, and it was just inside with just food stack, just old fish. It was so disgusting. And I remember thinking to myself, I'm never going to live like this again. 'Cause I had to stay there. I had to crash there. And so, like, I keep my place pretty clean, man.
He's saying crash because he doesn't want to admit that he lived in the mess.
I didn't even have a place to live, so I was like happy to be there. But it was so gross. Like I can't live like that.
Do you ever go visit your buddies back in LA after you moved away?
Yeah.
One of my buddies, like right when I moved back from Los Angeles, he had these rabbits and he used them for like one of the movies he filmed. But then he just kept them in his living room, and like me and Jordan went back to visit, and she's like, "We're not staying here."
Yeah.
And there was rabbits like running around the living room, like, buddy, you got to clean up a little bit.
Yeah, as an adult, it's almost like I prefer to get a hotel than somebody who has way too much going on in their house, no matter what it is. Yeah. If it's mess, definitely I'm sleeping in a hotel.
And people have those small pets like birds and hamsters. You're like, there's a little animal funk in there. You know?
I didn't want to say.
Gross. It's just like that low-level, like closed vet. I don't like.
Don't invite Al to sleep over your house. We'll be right back.
You know, there's just a lot of birds.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by.
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no. The Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back. Summer is here, and so are your sweet, sweet deals. I love that. You're going to love these new products from our friends at Morning Save.
So what do you have for us today, Steph?
Hey Jeff, hello DBL Nation. You know what day of the week it is. It's time for some great deals and even better products, so let's get to it. First up, we've got a 2-pack of Sterno Home Solar 12-foot LED string lights. So this deal includes 2 string lights, 2 dual remote solar panels, and 2 rechargeable batteries. Normally, these are $76, but we've got them for $24, saving everyone $68.
Wow, always great deals, Steph.
You're gonna love this next one too, Jeff, because this is a fan favorite, because we've got Cuisinart Chef's Classic stainless steel 11-piece cookware set. So this deal includes a 1.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 2.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 3 quart saute pan with a lid, and an 8 quart stock pot with a lid, and an 8-inch skillet, a 10-inch skillet, and a steamer insert. All right, so normally, given how much you're getting, this is $500, and I think that's a great price. But you guys are going to be blown away because we are selling it for $149. That's saving 70%. For this next product, we've got Sunovo 1800W electric double burner. So this deal includes 1 double burner that can turn your camp cooking into a gourmet glamping. So normally, this is $60. But we've got it, Jeff, for just $35, saving everyone 42%. We've got the Real Simple IPX4 splash-proof Bluetooth shower speaker. So this deal includes 1 shower speaker, and it has this little cute hanging strap, look, and it's got a suction cup, so you can stick it on your shower, and it comes with a charging cable. So normally, this is $40, and for waterproof technology, that's not bad. But we've got them for $15, saving everyone 63%.
All right, thank you so much, Steph. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to take you directly to these products and more on Morning Save's website. Again, thank you so much, Steph.
So just back to that messy house, just me on YouTube said, what's up with people to share the most personal parts of their life? Boredom, ego, insecurity, or a quest for followers?
The last one.
Really?
Followers.
But I think something's nice about the authenticity that people don't have it all together. We always see everybody so polished online.
Yeah. If someone came over when I was growing up and our house looked like that, first of all, I would never with my parents. She would rather die than have them come inside the house.
I thought about my grandmother, Marcella. It would not happen.
No.
Even if we had an earthquake, she would straighten up before people came over.
DBL is new every day. See you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
I know you lying. You are wrong as all get out.
Be honest about what you are, but don't get tough when BLM protesters are walking down the street.
I don't know how much time we have, but I'm about to go on this rampage really quick. Okay, 1 minute.
Who are you?
I'm Tori. Oh. I thought everyone knew. Sorry.
Don't you respect my opinions as well? I have to respect yours. Can't you respect mine? Raise the roof.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
DBL is all new every day.
we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
The Highland Park shooter's father defends himself after helping his son get a gun permit. Is he trying to cover his own tracks? Japan starts sending people to jail for cyberbullying. Do you want this in the U.S.? A new revelation about Elon Musk as the world finds out he has secret twins. Why some think he's just trying to boost the population. And a mom of 4 goes viral for revealing her messy home.
I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days.
Can you relate to the chaos?
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. Lindsay Granger joining us again today. Welcome.
What's going on, guys?
We love having you, hearing your perspective. In fact, the father of the Highland Park mass shooting suspect is speaking out. So in an interview with the New York Post, he denies any responsibility for what happened, despite the fact that he sponsored his son to get the weapons used in the massacre. Now, he also talked about a 2019 incident where police were called after his son threatened to kill everyone. He said, this is what his quote was. He said it was a quote unquote childish outburst and that all the knives that were confiscated by police were, quote, just a collection, like how he used to collect coins and baseball cards. Okay, so what do you think of this father's explanation? Does it make sense, or is he in denial, or is this because parents today are much more hands-off? We want to hear from DBL Nation. What would you say to that, Al?
I would say I think everything's been illuminated, Gus, in terms of like how we got to this point. If you're able to walk away and deny what the police at your house, deny the fact that your son has 16 knives and a dagger, deny that your son is painting and saying things on your home, if you can say that's a silly outburst, then what else do we have to discuss here? We know right now that we are dealing with somebody that is not thinking rationally and cannot be depended on for any kind of credibility moving forward. You have to now leapfrog the parent or parents because it doesn't seem like there was any discipline coming out of his home. And, you know, maybe just focus on the kid and maybe focus on some punitive damages for dad.
Yes.
Because I wonder if this is negligence at this point, like willful negligence that caused people's deaths. That's all we're talking about if we kind of remove the emotion.
And it seems like the dad is enabling just by, you know, even knowing that his son had a history of mental health issues, a history of calling and threatening the family, even if it was childish to him to have so many knives, to be in that position and then go with him to get that FOID card, which lets you get firearms in Illinois, is to me just crazy. And I think when you start seeing repercussions like for parents where the mass shooter gets the gun from their parents that wasn't locked up properly, or the parent helps them get the gun in certain states like Chicago, then, I mean, like Illinois, then you'll be in a position where people will be deterred to take more responsibility for their children that turn into adult killers.
Yeah, I think enabling's part of the problem with parenting in general these days, right? Everyone's a victim of this, everyone's this, my son's not that, it's the problem over here. Everyone's deflecting where the problem is. The problem's in your home. And there needs to be culpability, responsibility, and repercussions for the father. He enabled, exactly, he signed the card. If I signed off, Al, on a bank loan for you, and you don't pay, guess who pays? I do, because I signed. He signed off on that, right? He had the signs. The son with a gun, a picture that he drew on the back of the house saying I'm going to kill my family, myself and my family multiple times, and saying it's under control. I'm surprised this guy spoke out because he got a lawyer, which is ironically enough R. Kelly's lawyer, which didn't work out so great for R. Kelly. But I would just clam up if I were this guy because all arrows are pointing to him. And I don't want to make him the problem in this. The kid who shot the gun is the problem. And my whole thing is, and nobody likes this take, is there needs to be bigger repercussions. I believe death should be involved. I mean, at the moment, he shouldn't be alive right now. If we know you caused a school shooting and you walk out with that gun and you're the person that did the mass shooting, there are no constitutional rights. You should be put to death. I don't care what your father says. I don't care what your best friends say. You need to be put to death. If we're not going to change the gun laws, let's change the repercussion laws.
Well, I also would say, you know, you said the interview was illuminating. I also would say I do blame this father. And I'm not one to blame parents. I really am not. But in this situation, a lot of the neighbors have started speaking out. And again, this is the you could boil it down to saying that's hearsay, right? Nobody really knows if the neighbors are truthful, but it seems to be where there's smoke, there's fire, because they're all singing the same tune, where they have called the police on this household multiple times because they had heard them fighting, the father and the son. It seems like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems like maybe they share, and this is my speculation, the same ideologies, and the father really did shape his son to who he is today, or they're just both narcissists, and you're right, they have that victim mentality. But regardless, I would like to see that father held culpable. I don't know how the laws apply to that.
As you're talking really quickly, there are kids that adults and people in the area know are a problem. As you just like unlock this weird memory. I remember when I was a teacher, I was probably maybe halfway through my first year, and we were in our department meeting, and we made an announcement that a certain student was returning to the school. That I didn't know why he was not at our school for a year. And the math teacher at our school like stood up from her desk and pushed away and was like, I will not have him in my class. And it was like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? And the student had a very violent interaction recently. And, you know, this person was not at our school for a reason. And so when you start bringing these people back in and everybody knows the reason that they were not there is because of violence, and then they commit said violence, well, then we have a direct path as to how they got back into the school. And when we start making those people pay, we'll start having to cover a lot less and less of these stories.
Agreed. I hate that we have to jump from one mass shooting to another, but that's the country we live in today. So we do have an update about the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. So we are now learning a police officer had his rifle aimed at the gunman before he even entered that school. The officer asked his supervisor for permission to take the shot, but his supervisor either didn't hear him or didn't respond in time. So this is just the latest example of police failing to act to stop the gunman. So here's the question, right, that everybody seems to be wondering. Should he have just taken the shot? And what would have happened had he shot that gunman? Would the police officer have been, penalized? Would the 21 victims now still be alive? I just want to get this out of the way, and then I want you guys to please take the conversation. We did speak with Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. She's a retired LAPD officer. She's been on her show. This is her exact quote. He did not need approval from a supervisor to discharge his gun to save a life. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Right. I thought it just sounded ridiculous, Lindsay, just because in real time, I can't call and say I've got a shot on this guy. Like, they don't know what angle I'm at if there are people around. I think that you train people to know whether to take that shot or not. Like, I don't know, but I would assume you don't call your boss and say, can I shoot this guy? What are you?
It's hard to know where the communication fell and where it didn't fall, because a lot of the stories we've been hearing from the Uvalde police, unfortunately, have changed day by day. And so I think, there were several opportunities, whether you want to call this man the worst one for not taking that shot, or them for waiting outside the school for too long and not saving children. Like, even one life that could have been saved by the police doing the job that they were asked to do, or they signed up to do, would have been favorable in this situation. It's just unfortunate that we keep hearing about all these missteps, and it's like no one stepped in and was going to be the hero for little children. Nobody thought that this was a good time to make that decision, but we see this decision made time and time again, like people being killed, black people being killed for no reason. And I'm not saying that this is an epidemic with that happening, because there are more police officers that are good than bad. However, I do think that we're seeing that happen, and those shots being taken and these not, and that's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Especially 5 years ago, I try to put myself into those shoes of the people that we talk about, and I can't because I haven't been through the training. But 5 years ago, I think that shot would have been taken. I think the vilification of police officers and what they have to go through on a daily basis and us dismantling them, I think prohibited him from taking that shot. I heard it was a long-range rifle. He had him, and he was like, I don't know if that's a gun maybe. That might be a stick. If you take that shot and you shoot a kid that's holding a stick, guess who now is on the front page of every newspaper in America? That police officer. So there's something in their head subconsciously saying, I better be damn sure that when I take this shot, it's for real. And I gotta be honest, 5 years ago, I would have took that shot. This kid crashed, he ran out of the car, he just killed somebody.
He shot his grandmother in the face.
There's no thinking. There's no thinking, I'm gonna take that shot. Today, I don't know if I'm taking that shot because of the scrutiny and the vilification of police. And it's just where we are. You gotta, if you're going to vilify police, expect things like this to happen as well.
But we also have to look at it as a case-by-case basis. And I appreciate you putting yourself in the shoes of a police officer, because you're right. There's more good police officers than bad police officers. But what we've seen from Uvalde specifically, and this isn't what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
Yes, I'm not taking Uvalde's police side.
I know. I just want to make it very clear to our viewers what they have seen is they have seen a pattern of behavior in Uvalde of harassing the local citizens, of not showing up to the local citizens' doors when they need help. So there is some sort of culture in Uvalde with their police department that doesn't equate to protect and serve.
Right.
And I think that's where this whole situation in Uvalde reeks of dismantling. If there's
That's what I was going to say. They dismantled the police department in Ferguson, and they should do that here. This is
well
prime
said.
grounds for that.
Yeah. All right, coming up on DBL, negative reviews did not tank Chris Pratt's new series, why some say TV and movie critics aren't relevant anymore, and a new study finds surprising divorce data. We'll tell you the timeline of highest divorce rates. And we want to hear from you on this next story. Japan makes cyberbullying a crime. Do you think this could work in America? We're talking about it next.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
For divorce stuff, so when you talk about you and Mark, we have a photo of you and Mark, Jeff and Jordan, Lindsay and Colin.
Is there we're speaking to Megan, our producer, a senior producer. Are we going in order or no? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can kind of go how you want.
Okay.
But I don't have a photo for you.
Okay,
You're
that's
fine
fine.
with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
they don't want to.
Okay. I didn't.
Poor Al.
Well, if you want.
What is going on?
I mean, I
post anything on his social media, like of his personal. It's all business.
Yeah, I got all that.
So yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
And that's the
I'm
way you
weird.
do it. I think it's good. You're
Yeah.
protective of your kids, of your
Yeah.
relationships. He's very private on his social media.
So the C block, you're just going to kind of read out the facts.
Okay.
Full screen that breaks it down
Okay.
years.
Yep.
And then the question is more of just like, did you guys have a year that was tough?
Oh my gosh, we're
And
going
why?
through it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
and talk
good.
about
Yeah.
it because
Okay.
it tells you some of the examples on why certain years
Ours
are tough.
is kids. Like
So
it's just such an adjustment. Even though we've been in it now 5 years with Sophie and Miles is 2, but you know, pre-kids Sam and Mark were happy-go-lucky, going out, having so much fun, traveling. Post-kids Sam and Mark, it's stressful.
I
But
think
different
it's the
even
suddenness of it too. It just
Yeah.
it's over.
Well,
When
and
you bring the
even
baby
different
home,
because
your relationship
baby,
changes.
baby Sam and Mark is different than
Right.
toddlers.
But
and
Sam and Mark also grew,
I'll
like
tell you
Mark and I
this,
did not have
random
kids till
blood.
I was almost like 40. So like we had like a good 15 years together just being like carefree. And I think we got used to that and it was a big adjustment, a big shift. But we're doing fine. We know that eventually it'll all pan out. We have good days and bad days, but it can be stressful. You know how it is. It's hard.
7 years, I think.
Yeah, it's
tough.
We're talking about.
What else?
I was just saying we were talking about
The father, like, it's kind of like he doesn't have remorse. I didn't hear it. We just from
That
the morning
father
meeting.
seems like the apple. If the neighbors constantly are calling the police on them because their disturbances are so loud, there's something there. And they specifically said they can tell it's the father and the son fighting.
Yeah.
Something dysfunctional.
And
is there.
remember, think about like a teacher like me at parent-teacher conferences where I'd be like, your son is yelling in the middle of class.
Oh man. Welcome back. Starting today, posting online insults is now a crime in Japan. So people convicted can be fined and could even spend up to a year in jail. The law is intended to help prevent suicides that result from cyberbullying. But some critics say it is a threat to free speech. DBL Nation, always want to know what you think about this. Should cyberbullying be a crime here in America? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what do you think? You always speak out about social media.
Yeah, this is a very slippery slope, though, right? I think something needs to be done on social media, but putting people in prison for it, I don't know. I think it might be more of a deterrent for people to do this, like, oh, there's a chance I could go to prison. I think there needs to be something done in the fact that people need to own their social media. I've been saying that for a long time. And then you could determine whether that person said is worth fining them or how much. But if Al says something and he's a comedian and he's joking and I say the same thing, but Al gets put in prison. It's like it's very slippery slope, and I'm all for free speech. So this is weird, but I like the where it's
now,
going.
I will provide some more context, Lindsay. So to Jeff's point, yes, throwing someone in jail for something like that, you wonder, especially here in America where we already have our privatized prison systems. But what if it's just a fine? What if the person that does get thrown in jail, I mean, there is obviously many different layers here and many different ways that you can look at the accusation. What if it's somebody that really did, and you can see it in black and white in front of you, put someone in a place to urge them to commit suicide or bully them to the place? Would then, in your opinion, that suffice to jail time?
I mean, jail time, America is full of overcrowding, so I don't think that that's the solution. But I do think, I want to protect children, especially now having a new baby. Like when I think about her getting cyberbullied by people she doesn't even know, because Twitter is a weird place and so is most of social media. I think about people monitoring themselves, but I think there's a better way to just like remove accounts and find a way to not let anybody else who does that 3 times maybe get an account. But I don't want any kid to commit suicide or consider that. So maybe a fine, and their parents will find out then that they did these things, like a traffic violation. It gets mailed to your house, and now you can't hide behind the internet. So I appreciate a fine, maybe not $2,000, but
No, a fine's a great idea.
Yeah.
You can get fined for jaywalking. I think it's more.
Here's the question I'll ask you this, Sam. What if you find out that you've been being bullied legitimately, somebody's writing some things on your page you really don't care for, kind of threatening you, and you find out who they are and they seem like they have some kind of mental health issues?
Right. Well, maybe
and the police say, do you want to go through with this or not? What do you say?
I would hope that there would be layers to it, in the sense that they would look at that individual and say, okay, this person needs help. And then this is our way of helping that person. I definitely think there should be a stiff fine. I don't care if it's $2,000, because if we're paying fines for running red lights, and again, I know that's dangerous too, but here in Colorado, the #1 cause of death for teens is suicide.
That's insane.
Not running red lights, not
to me.
jaywalking. So yeah, I do think if you're cyberbullying somebody on social media, I know it's a slippery slope, but I do think there should be a stiff fine, and I do think you should be removed from that platform.
Who's the judge and jury, though, is the question, right? I don't know what's happening in Japan, but socially here in America,
Something needs to
your
happen.
political views, your social views, are you going to be put in prison or fined because of them, because of an opinion? If that judge and jury is one-sided in a party, you're going to get fined for your political views?
Laws are very black and white, but you're right. Laws can skew depending on the color of your skin, depending on your gender. So I agree with you, but something needs to be done. Coming up, let's see really quickly. 80% of you say yes. Should cyberbullying be a crime? Wow.
All right. How many of those are bullies, those 80%?
So new divorce data explains why the 7-year itch may not be a myth after all.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s, when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Is the 7-year itch a myth or a fact? correct. Well, it might actually be true. Experts say there is no mathematical calculation to determine divorce, but we do have a general idea of how likely your marriage could end in any given year. So here's the breakdown. Year 1 and 2 have the highest risk. Some people rush to end broken relationships during this time because prenuptial agreements tend to kick in only after 1 year. Also, men are more likely to cheat during this stage of marriage. Year 3 or 4, or 2 to 4, your risk is average. Couples usually start having children at this time, which can decrease your divorce risk. But year 5 to 8, your divorce risk is back to high. The 7-year itch looks like it's a real thing, as the average length of marriage is 8 years. Reasons for trouble include kids getting older, which brings the focus back to the couple. Also, a woman's desire to cheat tends to peak around year 6. And lastly, years 9 to 20, your risk is very low to average actually. Couples who make it to their 10th anniversary experience a lower divorce risk each year after. Jeff, you guys just hit the 7-year itch, right?
No.
Oh, where are you?
We've been together for 12 years.
No, you're married. You're married.
Yeah, we think we just celebrated 5.
Oh, so you're at 5 in your marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
He's
you're
in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I don't like these studies. I hate studies. I can't stand them.
Jeff. I'm sorry. Let's talk.
Because they just put things in your head, and all of a sudden, if you're at year 5 to 8, you're like, you know what? Me and my husband are having problems. You know, I do feel like cheating. I don't like these things putting in your head. There should be studies that says everything's great. You're going to be great.
No,
things are going to be great.
there's a real.
Put it in your head. I don't need negative energy following my relationship.
Sociology statistics.
No,
That's
they're
like
not.
a real profession.
They 50 psychos that don't have a job got paid $4 to do this survey. I'm not listening to you.
Lindsay, do you see any credibility with this?
You know what? Me and Colin are not married, but we do still. When we had a kid, I see how that changes things. So in the beginning, it was really tough, but we kind of like agreed that we were going to fold Kinsley into our lifestyle, and I think that's the best way. So when they're getting older, you're not like, oh hey stranger, nice to be back with you. When they go to college or they have their own friends, like we always are coming back to each other. That's why we decided to be together. So I don't know if this is the working formula because we haven't been together for this amount of time, but it's working out for us.
Well, as the only person that's been divorced up here, honestly, I look at these and I saw this happening with a lot of my friends. Some of them are still together, some are not. But I think, you know, you're together, you get married, everything's great. But in that first year, if it doesn't seem right, you can have, if you have a strong people around you, that might be like time to break this off before it goes too far. If you have the kids, the first year it's all bliss. You're changing diapers, you're taking pictures, anniversaries. It's a beautiful
not
thing.
all bliss.
But
no,
I mean,
no.
I don't think most people get divorced with a 1-year-old. But I think when that kid gets older, and this is all I'll say, when that kid gets older, and it's year 7 or 8, you are also getting older. And you're saying, do I want to lock in here?
Right.
Do I want to buy this house? Do I want to do this for the next 30 or 40 years with this person? And I think a lot of people are saying no. I think that's when it happens.
No, you definitely have a point there. I know for me, Mark and I have been together 17 years, married 12. Wow. And for us, we were together so long, carefree, without kids. We were together without kids for like 12 years before, you know, obviously marriage is less than that. But then when we had kids, it completely changed our dynamic. And that was really hard on us because we were used to just, you know, we never folded. I love your terminology. Folded.
Oh yeah, she's coming on. You see, I've been dragging Kinsley on flights.
We didn't do that. I kind of wish we did. But when we had Sophie, we also immediately started DBL, and we didn't have the opportunities. But you're working, so kudos to you. So for us, it was tough. Right. Like we really had a difficult time adjusting from pre-kid Sam and Mark to post-kid Sam and Mark, and you know, every day's different. I mean, we definitely are much better now, but I would definitely say the kids was a huge shift.
And it takes a village. So if you have people around you supporting, helping out, and watching the baby and all that stuff, then you can actually get back to each other.
Yes.
And that's a tough thing to accomplish because people are busy.
Yes.
1000% takes a village.
That's why you need a granny around.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no. The Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back. We have some sad news to share. Actor James Caan has died. He was well known, of course, for his role in The Godfather and for playing Will Ferrell's dad in Elf. His family announced his death this morning, but did not mention the cause. He was 82 years old. I believe he had 5 children, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we all know of Scott Caan, his son.
Right. I just watched a movie with him this weekend, The Program. He's the coach in the football movie, so it's
Such a good
shocking.
actor.
Yeah.
I know.
What about Brian's song? The Ultimate Guy Cry movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
You ever
Is
see
it?
that?
No.
With the Chicago Bears? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was early Jimmy Caan.
Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with his family. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Our TV and movie critics, a thing of the past. Why viewers are turning their backs on official reviews when choosing what to watch. Plus, meeting that special someone outside of dating apps. We're joined live by dating coach and matchmaker to help you find love this summer.
We're talking about Plan B, an emergency contraceptive used to stop a pregnancy after other family planning methods failed or were not used. We've been seeing a lot of tweets about a Plan B shortage following the Supreme Court decision and questions about the future of birth control. So let's verify. Is there a Plan B shortage? We checked in with several large pharmacy chains and the FDA, which tracks medicine shortages on its website. Levonorgestrel, the formal name for the morning after pill, is not included there. The retailers we talked to say there is not a shortage of Plan B right now, but some may use purchase limits to ensure they can keep it in stock. Shortly after the Supreme Court decision, Rite Aid confirms its stores began capping sales at 3 boxes per customer. At CVS, a sharp increase in sales led to a temporary purchase limit that's been lifted. A spokesperson tells us now that demand is back to normal. A Walmart spokesperson said they don't have a limit on Plan B purchases right now, but if there's a surge in demand at a particular store, the local management has discretion to put one in place, and they'll often set purchase limits on certain products to prevent stockpiling or reselling. A Walgreens spokesperson says to ensure ongoing access, they have a purchase limit of 15 products per customer when shopping online. Target didn't respond to our request for comment, but when we checked, the maximum number of Plan B boxes available for purchase on Target.com is 6 per order. So we can verify no, there is not currently a Plan B shortage, at least not on a large scale. While we're on this topic, it's also worth a reminder, Plan B is not designated as an abortion pill. The FDA categorizes it with other birth control methods. However, because of the way Plan B works to prevent pregnancy, some are concerned its future could be in jeopardy in states that declare life begins at fertilization. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. We got Lindsay Granger joining us again. What a treat.
What's going on?
Over there.
Special treat.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
I can't believe you said it like that. What's going on? Special treat.
That's very random, but I don't know what she was supposed to say.
I know you introduced her as like, what a treat.
It's a treat to have her.
It was embarrassing on your part, not hers.
Okay, well, whatever.
Wow,
Sorry
super
about
special
that.
you're here, Liz.
Speak like a mom.
Yes,
Lindsay,
yeah, you do.
It's really, Lindsay's a mom. She understands everything that I say now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I speak like to you
Right.
like I would to Sophie. And I apologize. It's okay. Right, calling people treats.
If you're good, you'll get one after the show.
All right, so Elon Musk secretly became a dad again last year. According to Business Insider, Elon Musk welcomed twins with a top executive at his company Neuralink. According to court documents, he and Siobhan Zillis filed papers asking for their children's names to be changed to include Elon's last name. The twins were born in November, shortly before the birth of Elon's second child, a girl with his ex, Singer Grimes. They also have a 2-year-old son. Now, Elon has a total of 9 kids. 5 with his first wife, a set of twins, and a set of triplets. Today, Elon tweeted, quote, "Doing my best to help the underpopulation crisis. A collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far."
He's being facetious.
I would hope
yes,
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many people know that. I think half, but I think he's being facetious in this case.
I hope so.
And one other question, is he saying that now the twins that are being birthed are going to get his last name because he was trying to hide them at first? Is that why they don't have his last name?
Maybe she was trying to hide it. I don't know, but now he's trying to petition. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Lindsay and I were talking in the makeup room saying that we can barely, her sister's kids had to come over. Handling more than 2 children is a lot of work. Obviously, Elon, I'm sure, has a bunch of nannies, but how do you really get to know 9 kids?
That's what I said, with him and Nick Cannon, not to bring Nick Cannon in the fold.
You just did.
I did, but they have so many kids, and it's I know how much time and patience it takes with Kinsley, even just on a getting to know her basis. So forget having a nanny who can actually change diapers and help out around the house. Getting to know your kids takes a lot. So getting to know 9 of them has to be tough, especially if you have as many jobs and titles as Elon Musk does or Nick Cannon does. I just don't see how realistically you're spending time. And then these people also, I think, live in some different states. So come on now, what are you really doing over here?
I don't know if it works, and I completely agree, Lindsay. I don't know if it works even when they're all in the same house, because obviously I do watch a lot of those TLC shows where it's, not 19 kids, but the Doricos, I think they have 9 kids or something. And I always look, and there's the ones in the middle, it seems like they get lost a lot. You know, the oldest one is kind of watching the younger ones, and the younger ones are the cutest ones, so they get a lot of camera times. But like the middle four are just kind of wander.
Or middle child syndrome.
Yeah, not middle class syndrome.
I corrected myself.
And honestly, those kids are kind of middle class. They're not going anywhere. They're not the old ones. They're not the young ones. And I wonder if
you just said middle class too.
Did I say middle class?
Yeah, you did.
You're wearing off. You're rubbing off me. So, but yes, that was my point. I just feel like those middle kids aren't getting the attention. I just
nobody's listening anymore.
I know.
It's over.
Forget it.
Over.
We're changing the subject. Chris Pratt's new Amazon Prime series, The Terminal List, is getting panned by critics, which I think means slammed.
Yes.
Chris plays a Navy.
Pan or Pam?
Panned.
That was a Step Brothers joke.
Okay.
Let's go. Keep going.
Chris plays a Navy SEAL who believes his platoon was murdered and sets out to prove that there is a conspiracy at play. CNN called the show, quote, brutal. Variety compared the series to a dry, tasteless burger left on the grill too long. It has a 37% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but here's the thing. It also has a 94% audience score. So, Jeff, you've seen this.
Yeah, I watched it.
Was it good?
I liked it. I'm a Chris Pratt fan. Ooh. Yeah, I can't say that anymore because he's political view.
Yeah.
So I believe critics or like Rotten Tomatoes are trying to drive his score down because of political views, because of his religious beliefs. I think he's a great guy. I liked it. It's very heavy for people who don't like that stuff. It gets very heavy. But Dave Chappelle special came out. He had a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes and 100% on critics. So don't take the critics too
seriously.
Yeah.
What's up with you guys today?
Well, I was like, man, just let me say one more word and I'm out of here.
I just don't know if people. I've never gone to a movie with the homies and been like, hey, let's go check and see what the critics said. Like, I think you just go. I think sometimes if you're talking about something, if we're doing something for the Oscars, I'll look and see what the critics are saying. But I think a lot of family feel-good movies, like one of my favorites is Major Payne. I love it. I'll watch Major Payne all the time. But I don't know how well it did with the critics. Probably not great, Lindsay, but I still love it.
Don't ask me. I haven't listened to critics since Siskel and Ebert.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm a grandma over here.
Yeah, there we go.
Thumbs up. Okay, so a mom of 4 has gone viral after posting videos of her messy home on TikTok. So in a moment of just pure honesty, she filmed her home in its natural state of messiness. And the video has received millions of views. Take a look.
I know I'm going to get roasted. I know it. But this is what happens when 2 really lazy adults have 4 kids and don't clean up after themselves because, yeah, it's a mess. 4 days, guys. I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days, and this is what my house looks like. It is not dirty. It is simply messy, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do today.
So she also posted this time-lapse video proving that she and her husband do clean up once in a while.
Cool. Take a shower once a week. You're disgusting. Yeah. Why would you show this to everybody?
Wait.
Like, you're cool? I'm going to gain followers because I'm a slob?
No, but it's not gaining followers. Jeff.
No, you're exposing this. My mother would die rather than show her house like that growing up. So everyone needs a follower. Hey, look I got stomach issues. No, I don't need to see everything.
Everyone on social media is like doing the perfection thing, showing off for showing their highlight reel. Like, what happened to like people with 4 kids? Sometimes their house gets a mess. This is a level that I haven't gotten to, but it does get a mess sometimes. You have to embrace that and
Bowls on the floor for 4 days.
Show people that this is what real life looks like sometimes.
No, it doesn't. Though. It doesn't.
You're constantly. You decided to have that many kids. This is on y'all. You can't just not.
But she also decided to live in that house and choose how she wants to run it. So that's what she likes. That's what happened.
Don't like it?
No, you don't know. You haven't had a one-on-one with them. What are you, Katie Couric?
I don't think they like eating cereal on the floor.
No.
I'm gonna ask the little girl.
Okay, but
the bowl could be on the floor after the meal.
But we don't know the whole story. I mean, yes, I relate more to your mom, and I only have 2 kids. But I will, and I think it's actually a fault of mine that I will run myself into the ground to make sure the house is clean if I know someone's going to show up. Even if the cleaning lady shows up, I have to make sure the house is like spotless for her. But then I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm short. Maybe I'm not giving the right amount of attention to the kids. Maybe that's a fault to put so much perfection on us. I'm not saying that this is an extreme. I'm not asking for perfection.
I'm asking for a bike not to be in the kitchen.
This is extreme, but also she is a mother of 4. That is a lot of work. I know if I close my eyes for 10 minutes, which doesn't even happen, but let's say I closed my eyes for 10 minutes and I just cleaned up the house is going to look like a bomb went off. Yes, I clean it right back up.
No, well, you teach your kids to clean it up.
Yeah, but you don't leave it there for 4 days.
But what if this?
I don't need to see your dirty house.
I don't know if this happens all the time. Maybe she.
Well, my thing is, why do people need to show everything? I'm not sending my kids over to play at your house with cereal bowls on the floor because you're a TikTok star.
So
Get out of here.
Okay, real quick, someone was saying, like, when I travel with Kinsley, they're like, oh, it looks so easy and fun. Like, you had her, but nobody saw the behind the scenes, which I think I'm gonna put together. We carried a freaking stroller upstairs next to a waterfall, parked her up, put her in the waterfall. Like, it's a whole process.
Lindsay,
And so I think that
your house does not look like that.
But it's not about the house. It's about the genuine, authentic experiences that you're sharing on social media.
Right. I'm sick of keep it, swallow it. Don't go to a therapist. Do it old school and have a drink.
Wow.
Yeah, have a scotch and vacuum.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it deep down inside.
I love vacuuming.
You vacuum.
I love cleaning.
Well, thank you, Sam. You also shared your clean lady with me, so that has helped a lot. So thank you. She's the best.
She's share it with that family we just saw.
Oh, Albert,
that was
you
gross.
go over there and vacuum. Coming up on DBL.
Good one.
It's never too late to find love. We are joined live by dating coach with all the tips and tricks you need to know. There she is.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
A lot of people, give advice, but they're single.
that question. You're right.
So what's your take?
Do I have to really start with that joke? I'm not like a Tory. Tory's
I don't
good at
care
stuff
at
like
all.
that.
It's-
I can't.
yeah, you can totally
Jeff,
say
can you
this.
imagine? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to start with. Where is it?
Now I really wanted to start with
Where
it,
is it?
and I haven't even seen it.
Okay, this is how I'm supposed
You
to
have
start.
to now.
Summer loving had me a blast.
God.
Am I right? We just love.
You got to do it now because now the audience is.
I'm not good at that. That's a Tory thing. That's a Tory thing. She's so good at doing stuff like that. I am not. I'm not funny. Tori can nail
Just say
that.
summer love.
I'll just say we love. That's all I'm going to say.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
good at stuff
Perfect.
like that.
That's great.
Okay, good.
Sam, you have question
I would've
3.
gone for it. Just say
Let's
it's
talk
cuffing
about the
season.
dating apps. How can people have better success with them?
Okay.
And then Al, you have a final question about people who are not on the apps. Kind of
I don't
what
need
you have the last
sticky stuff.
question.
That's
Okay, I don't like it written for me. I like to just make
Yeah,
it
if I
up.
would-
So if I just came up with that, I like it. But when it's written, it's
Me
like.
too. I'm
not
just, I
that.
get red. It's embarrassing. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
But I like the way to go for it.
What are these? I've never seen these.
I don't know. They've been in my desk for
Spry
years.
gems. Look
Those
at
have
Sam's
been in my desk for
breath mints.
years.
These are.
Dude, that's where you hide your drugs.
This is like what you get, honestly, like when you're on an international flight and you're like, what company makes these random breath mints?
You know, like if a cop went in your car, you'd be like, all right, so what's in there?
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, this
been
does
in
seem
my-
like a fake
Don't
company.
open it.
I can't have a Spry gem?
Oh, of course you can. It's been in my desk for years.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It's been in my desk
Is that
literally
real?
since
It
season
says
1.
best before January 2022.
Oh, right.
Oh, we're good.
Oh,
no,
we're only
it's
no,
over.
we're not.
7
It's
months
over.
late, buddy.
Mints go bad? I didn't know that.
Well, Sam's Spry gems do.
Sprite.
It's so gross.
Welcome back. I sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Welcome back. We love. And today we've got a dating coach and senior matchmaker here to talk all about how to have some serious dating success. Please welcome Devin Simone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Can I just say you guys seem like you're having a whole lot of fun?
We do.
It feels like a Friday. So, Devin, I want to ask you.
Yes.
Okay, it's Friday then. So let me ask you, what's your clientele like, and why would someone seek out a matchmaker?
So my clientele varies. I mean, I think the youngest person I've worked with on record is 25. The oldest is 83. Obviously, they want very different things. I work with both men and women. And look, the same way you would call an Uber or a Lyft if you didn't want to drive somewhere doesn't mean you don't know how to drive. It just means you don't feel like doing it at the time. Someone might call a matchmaker. So if you don't have the time to go on a bunch of dates or swipe through the apps or go out to events all the time, hire an expert to do the heavy lifting for you.
So, Devin, I've heard of a lot of matchmakers being single, famously Patty
Stanger.
Patty Stanger, she was single, but they coach others on love. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so you guys are getting all up in the messy tea. That's true. I mean, y'all are just going right for it. There are a lot of date coaches and matchmakers who themselves are single. I am not one of them. I actually just got engaged last Friday. So shout out to my fiance, Adam. Yeah, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't experts in whatever they're doing. I had a hairstylist once whose hair always looks crazy, but they were really good at how they did my hair. So you can't necessarily judge them on that, but I understand why people would make that correlation.
So Devin, let's talk dating apps. How can people have better success with them? Is there a trick?
So there's kind of a lot of tricks, to be honest, but one key thing I would say to keep in mind is positivity. Like the same way you guys have a really positive vibe and energy, and I believe I heard someone say they like vacuuming or cleaning. That's a whole other level of positivity.
That was Al, but I don't believe him.
I don't believe it either. But it takes all kinds.
I love it. I like, you know, honestly, Devin, it's like, it reminds me of like my mom used to clean the house on Sundays, and it would be Anita Baker. You could smell pine salt and bacon, and it just, that thing cleaning reminds me of that.
Okay, Devin's in the middle of
that.
Yes,
I totally hear you. My mom used to play gospel music, and that usually meant it's time to get up and clean. But the positivity that you have on this show is the same positivity you want to take into your dating app. So I get that there's a lot of like creepers on there, annoying people, which may lead you to say the things you don't want on your profile. So you may say, if you don't like dogs, don't message me, or if you don't like this, don't message me. But actually that just makes you seem negative, even if everything you're saying is valid. So try to make sure you keep a positive spin on it.
That's a good tip.
I guess, you know, my question is, we're talking about apps, but there are people that aren't familiar, that just aren't good with the phone and are not good on any dating app. So if you don't want to get on any dating app, but you want to get in the game, what suggestions would you give those people?
If you don't want to get in a dating app, but you want to get in the game, hire a matchmaker. I know that sounds self-serving, but it's true. Like if you don't want to do if I don't want to do my taxes, I'm gonna hire an accountant or a tax prep person, right? Because they got to get done.
That's right.
So the same is true with your love life as well. If that seems, you know, too forward for you, you can look into a dating coach. So they won't match you, but they'll give you specific tips to your lifestyle and the type of partner you want to attract. Or at the very least, if you want to just do the bare minimum, I'm side-eyeing you a little bit. But if you do, then get out there and be public. Go meet people, you know, take care of yourself. Go do different activities. They're not going to find you on your couch. Like, they're just not. So you've got to get out there and put yourself out there.
Devin,
with a smile.
I have a question for you as a matchmaker. Obviously, you work with a lot of people that are trying to get...
Good thing she's here.
They said I had time for a follow-up question, and now I don't.
Well, I have a quick question. I just want to know, what if somebody is not matched? Do they come to you like upset, like this match was terrible?
That's the one.
So we don't offer membership to everyone. Anyone can be in our free database, so make sure you sign up. But as far as being a client, we're selective in who we take on as clients because we want to make sure we can match you with what you're looking for. So we'll be very transparent about that at the onset. But once that happens, you got to trust us. We're the experts. 47% of our happily matched clients said the person they are now in love with that we matched them with likely would have passed up that person if it were left up to them. 47%.
Wow.
So you might be missing your person. Trust the expert.
Kudos to Devin. Thank you so much. And thank you. We had so much fun with you. You like fit right.
And rolling with the punches.
you.
You did a good job. Yeah.
DBL
Hey guys, I'll come anytime. I won't clean. I will not clean. Okay, I'll come anytime.
We'll leave that to Al. DBL Nation, if you or someone you know is looking for love, Devin is a senior matchmaker at 3 Day Rule. So if you want to be included in their database or be matched, you can go to devinondating.com and sign up for a free consultation. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Devin.
Thanks, Devin.
Thanks, guys.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out That's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Summer is here, and so your sweet, sweet deals. You're going to love these new products from our friends at Morning Save.
So what do you have for us today, Steph?
Hey Jeff, hello DBL Nation. You know what day of the week it is. It's time for some great deals and even better products, so let's get to it. First up, we've got a 2-pack of Sterno Home Solar 12-foot LED string lights. So this deal includes 2 string lights, 2 dual remote solar panels, and 2 rechargeable batteries, and they're available in 2 pendant styles. So we've got gold and silver. So I just love getting my outdoor space ready for summer, and I think these in your backyard while you're entertaining are going to look so beautiful. Normally these are $76, but we've got them for $24, saving everyone $68.
Wow, always great deal, Steph.
You're gonna love this next one too, Jeff, because this is a fan favorite, because we've got Cuisinart Chef's Classic Stainless Steel 11-piece cookware set. So this deal includes a 1.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 2.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 3 quart saute pan with a lid, and an 8 quart stock pot with a lid, and an 8-inch skillet, a 10-inch skillet, and a steamer insert. I mean, this is an amazing deal. It's an eye-catching collection. It's going to impress your guests from sauteing to serving, and it's going to look great in any kitchen. And you know Cuisinart, of course, it comes with a lifetime warranty on this set. I mean, you can't ask more than that, can you, Jeff?
Not at all.
All right, so normally, given how much you're getting, this is $500, and I think that's a great price. But you guys are going to be blown away because we are selling it for $149. That's saving 70%, and this is going to last you forever.
Absolutely. If you're just getting started, what a deal on cooking. I'll tell you what, Steph, you do the ambiance outside, I'll come over and take that set and cook for you on the inside.
I love it. All right, we're going to keep it in the kitchen for this next product. We've got Soonervo 1800W electric double burner. So this deal includes 1 double burner that can turn your camp cooking into a gourmet glamping. And if that's not your thing, this is really useful in the kitchen too. The hot plate double burners have 6 levels for precise cooking temperatures. So normally this is $60. But we got it, Jeff, for just $35, saving everyone 42%.
I love it.
It's amazing. Okay, and then this next product, this is so much fun. We've got the Real Simple IPX4 splash-proof Bluetooth shower speaker. So this deal includes 1 shower speaker, and it has this little cute hanging strap, look, and it's got a suction cup so you can stick it on your shower, and it comes with a charging cable, and it comes in 3 different colors that you can pick from. So we've got grey, mint and pink. Now, if you love singing in the bathroom and it's karaoke, blasting it out, then this is going to be the ultimate accessory, because with this speaker, you're going to feel like the rock star of your bathtub, and it will connect to Bluetooth, so there's no more risking your phone near the water, which is so dangerous. And you won't be finding these colours anywhere besides Morning Save. So normally this is $40, and for waterproof technology, that's not bad. But we've got them for $15, saving everyone 63%.
All right, thank you so much, Steph. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to take you directly to these products and more on Morning Save's website. Again, thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no. The Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Do not wait until Veterans Day to honor the men and women in the military who served our country. The Honor Flight Network provides vets with an all-expense paid trip to D.C. to see the monuments and memorials dedicated to their service. And you can help by making a donation today. It's easy. Just scan the QR code on the screen or call 303-577-2080. And we all have vets in our lives that we want to honor. We want to look at Colin's dad, Prentice, right?
Prentice Boyd, yeah.
Prentice, we have a picture, Marine, served in Vietnam,
Yes.
am I right?
Mhm.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. Talk about a hero. I mean, I can't even imagine
What's
what
on
they
the
must have
right-hand side,
experienced. And then your dad, Keith, right?
Yes, yes.
Your dad, Keith, let's take a, oh my gosh.
Look at Big Keith.
Army?
Yes.
Okay, and then USO tour out.
This is me in Kosovo with a room full of 18-year-old recruits. They had been there maybe a week, so
and
I'll never forget their service.
Trust
Absolutely.
me. And then I got to honor my dad, Marine, Vietnam vet.
Aw,
2
that's
tours
an
of
adorable
Vietnam.
picture.
There he is. We love you guys, and we love all of our men and women in military.
Our blessing.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
I know you lying. You are wrong as all get out.
Be honest about what you are, but don't get tough when BLM protesters are walking down the street.
I don't know how much time we have, but I'm about to go on this rampage really quick. Okay, 1 minute.
Who are you?
I'm Tori. I thought everyone knew. Sorry.
Don't you respect my opinions as well? I have to respect yours. Can't you respect mine? Raise the roof.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
DBL is all new every day.
Here's what we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
The Highland Park shooter's father defends himself after helping his son get a gun permit. Is he trying to cover his own tracks? Japan starts sending people to jail for cyberbullying. Do you want this in the U.S.? A new revelation about Elon Musk as the world finds out he has secret twins. Why some think he's just trying to boost the population. And a mom of 4 goes viral for revealing her messy home.
I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days.
Can you relate to the chaos?
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope. Y'all, just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Lindsay Granger joining us again today. Welcome.
What's going on, guys?
We love having you, hearing your perspective. In fact, the father of the Highland Park mass shooting suspect is speaking out. So in an interview with the New York Post, he denies any responsibility for what happened, despite the fact that he sponsored his son to get the weapons used in the massacre. Now, he also talked about a 2019 incident where police were called after his son threatened to kill everyone. He said, this is what his quote was. He said it was a quote unquote childish outburst and that all the knives that were confiscated by police were, quote, just a collection, like how he used to collect coins and baseball cards. Okay, so what do you think of this father's explanation? Does it make sense, or is he in denial, or is this because parents today are much more hands-off? We want to hear from DBL Nation. What would you say to that, Al?
I would say I think everything's been illuminated, Gus, in terms of like how we got to this point. If you're able to walk away and deny what the police at your house, deny the fact that your son has 16 knives and a dagger, deny that your son is painting insane things on your home, if you can say that's a silly outburst, then what else do we have to discuss here? We know right now that we are dealing with somebody that is not thinking rationally and cannot be depended on for any kind of credibility moving forward. You have to now leapfrog the parent or parents, because it doesn't seem like there was any discipline coming out of his home. And, you know, maybe just focus on the kid and maybe focus on some punitive damages for dad.
Yes.
Because I wonder if this is negligence at this point, like willful negligence that caused people's deaths. That's all we're talking about if we kind of remove the emotion.
And it seems like the dad is enabling, just by, you know, even knowing that his son had a history of mental health issues, a history of calling and threatening the family, even if it was childish to him to have so many knives, to be in that position and then go with him to get that FOID card, which lets you get firearms in Illinois, is to me just crazy. And I think when you start seeing repercussions like for parents where the mass shooter gets the gun from their parents that wasn't locked up properly, or the parent helps them get the gun in certain states like Chicago, then, I mean, like Illinois, then you'll be in a position where people will be deterred to take more responsibility for their children that turn into adult killers.
Yeah, I think enabling's part of the problem with parenting in general these days, right? Everyone's a victim of this, everyone's this, my son's not that, it's the problem over here. Everyone's deflecting where the problem is. The problem's in your home. And there needs to be culpability, responsibility, and repercussions for the father. He enabled, exactly, he signed the card. If I signed off, Al, on a bank loan for you, and you don't pay, guess who pays? I do, because I signed. He signed off on that, right? He had the signs. The son with a gun, a picture that he drew on the back of the house saying, I'm going to kill my family, myself and my family multiple times, and saying it's under control. I'm surprised this guy spoke out, because he got a lawyer, which is ironically enough R. Kelly's lawyer, which didn't work out so great for R. Kelly. But I would just clam up if I were this guy, because all arrows are pointing to him. And I don't want to make him the problem in this. The kid who shot the gun is the problem. And my whole thing is, and nobody likes this take, is there needs to be bigger repercussions. I believe death should be involved. I mean, at the moment, he shouldn't be alive right now. If we know you cause a school shooting and you walk out with that gun and you're the person that did the mass shooting, there are no constitutional rights. You should be put to death. I don't care what your father says. I don't care what your best friends say. You need to be put to death. If we're not going to change the gun laws, let's change the repercussion laws.
Well, I also would say, you know, you said the interview was illuminating. I also would say I do blame this father. And I'm not one to blame parents. I really am not. But in this situation, a lot of the neighbors have started speaking out. And again, this is you could boil it down to saying that's hearsay, right? Nobody really knows if the neighbors are truthful, but it seems to be where there's smoke, there's fire, because they're all singing the same tune, where they have called the police on this household multiple times because they had heard them fighting, the father and the son. It seems like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems like maybe they share, and this is my speculation, the same ideologies, and the father really did shape his son to who he is today, or they're just both narcissists, and you're right, they have that victim mentality. But regardless, I would like to see that father held culpable. I don't know how the laws apply to that.
As you're talking really quickly, there are kids that adults and people in the area know are a problem. As you just like unlock this weird memory. I remember when I was a teacher, I was probably maybe halfway through my first year, and we were in our department meeting, and we made an announcement that a certain student was returning to the school, that I didn't know why he was not at our school for a year. And the math teacher at our school like stood up from her desk and pushed away and was like, I will not have him in my class. And it was like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? And the student had a very violent interaction recently. And, you know, this person was not at our school for a reason. And so when you start bringing these people back in, and everybody knows the reason that they were not there is because of violence, and then they commit said violence, well, then we have a direct path as to how they got back into the school. And when we start making those people pay, we'll start having to cover a lot less and less of these stories.
Agreed. I hate that we have to jump from one mass shooting to another, but that's the country we live in today. So we do have an update about the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. So we are now learning a police officer had his rifle aimed at the gunman before he even entered that school. The officer asked his supervisor for permission to take the shot, but his supervisor either didn't hear him or didn't respond in time. So this is just the latest example of police failing to act to stop the gunman. So here's the question, right, that everybody seems to be wondering. Should he have just taken the shot? And what would have happened had he shot that gunman? Would the police officer have been, penalized? Would the 21 victims now still be alive? I just want to get this out of the way, and then I want you guys to please take the conversation. We did speak with Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. She's a retired LAPD officer. She's been on her show. This is her exact quote. He did not need approval from a supervisor to discharge his gun to save a life. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Right. I thought it just sounded ridiculous, Lindsay, just because in real time, I can't call and say I've got a shot on this guy. Like, they don't know what angle I'm at if there are people around. I think that you train people to know whether to take that shot or not. Like, I don't know, but I would assume you don't call your boss and say, can I shoot this guy?
It's hard to know where the communication fell or where it didn't fall, because a lot of the stories we've been hearing from the Uvalde police, unfortunately, have changed day by day. And so I think, there were several opportunities, whether you want to call this man the worst one for not taking that shot or them for waiting outside the school for too long and not saving children. Like, even one life that could have been saved by the police doing the job that they were asked to do or they signed up to do would have been favorable in this situation. It's just unfortunate that we keep hearing about all these missteps, and it's like no one stepped in and was going to be the hero for little children. Nobody thought that this was a good time to make that decision, but we see this decision made time and time again, like people being killed, black people being killed for no reason. And I'm not saying that this is an epidemic with that happening, because there are more police officers that are good than bad. However, I do think that we're seeing that happen and those shots being taken and these not, and that's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Especially 5 years ago, I try to put myself in those shoes of the people that we talk about, and I can't because I haven't been through the training. But 5 years ago, I think that shot would have been taken. I think the vilification of police officers and what they have to go through on a daily basis and us dismantling them, I think prohibited him from taking that shot. I heard it was a long-range rifle. He had him, and he was like, I don't know if that's a gun maybe. That might be a stick. If you take that shot and you shoot a kid that's holding a stick, guess who now is on the front page of every newspaper in America? That police officer. So there's something in their head subconsciously saying, I better be damn sure that when I take this shot, it's for real. And I gotta be honest, 5 years ago, I would have took that shot. This kid crashed, he ran out of the car, he just killed somebody.
He shot his grandmother in the face.
There's no thinking. There's no thinking, I'm gonna take that shot. Today, I don't know if I'm taking that shot because of the scrutiny and the vilification of police. And it's just where we are. You gotta, if you're going to vilify police, expect things like this to happen as well.
But we also have to look at it as a case-by-case basis. And I appreciate you putting yourself in the shoes of a police officer, because you're right. There's more good police officers than bad police officers. But what we've seen from Uvalde specifically, and this isn't what you're saying, but I'm just saying.
I'm not taking Uvalde's police side.
I know. I just want to make it very clear to our viewers. What they have seen is they have seen a pattern of behavior in Uvalde of harassing the local citizens, of not showing up to the local citizens' doors when they need help. So there is some sort of culture in Uvalde with their police department that doesn't equate to protect and serve.
Right.
And I think that's where this whole situation in Uvalde reeks of dismantling. If there's
That's what I was going to say. They dismantled the police department in Ferguson, and they should do that here. This is
well
prime
said.
grounds for that.
Yeah. All right. Coming up on DBL, negative reviews did not tank Chris Pratt's new series, why some say TV and movie critics aren't relevant anymore, and a new study finds surprising divorce data. We'll tell you the timeline of highest divorce rates. And we want to hear from you on this next story. Japan makes cyberbullying a crime. Do you think this could work in America? We're talking about it next.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
For divorce stuff, so when you talk about you and Mark, we have a photo of you and Mark, Jeff and Jordan, Lindsay and Colin.
Is there we're speaking to Megan, our producer, a senior producer. Are we going in order or no? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can kind of go how you want.
Okay.
But I don't have a photo for you.
Okay,
You're
that's
fine
fine.
with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
they don't want to
Okay. I didn't.
Poor Al.
Well, if you want,
What is going on?
I mean,
I
post anything on his social media, like of his personal. It's all business.
Yeah, I got all that.
So yeah,
I don't. Yeah.
and that's the
I'm
way you
weird.
do it. I think it's good. You're
Yeah.
protective of your kids, of your
Yeah.
relationships. He's very private on his social media.
So the
yeah.
C block, you're just going to kind of read out the facts.
Okay.
You have a full screen that breaks it down
Okay.
years.
Yep.
And then the question is more of just like, did you guys have a year that was tough?
Oh my gosh, we're
and
going
why?
through it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
and talk
good.
about
Yeah.
it because
Okay.
it tells you some of the examples on why certain years
Ours
are tough.
is kids. Like
So
it's just such an adjustment. Even though we've been in it now 5 years with Sophie and Miles is 2, but you know, pre-kids Sam and Mark were happy-go-lucky, going out, having so much fun, traveling. Post-kids Sam and Mark, it's stressful.
I
but
think
different
it's the
even
suddenness of it too. Just
Yeah.
it's over.
Well,
When
and
you bring
even
the baby
different
home,
because
your relationship
baby,
changes.
baby Sam and Mark is different than toddlers
But
and
Sam and Mark also grew, like Mark and I did not have
Random
kids till I was almost like 40. So like we had like a good 15 years together just being like carefree. And I think we got used to that and it was a big adjustment, a big shift. But we're doing fine. We know that eventually it'll all pan out. We have good days and bad days, but it can be stressful. You know how it is. It's hard.
7 years, I think.
Yeah, it's
tough.
We're talking about,
What else?
I was just saying we were talking about
The father, like, it's kind of like he doesn't have remorse. I didn't hear it. We just from
That
the morning
father
meeting.
seems like the apple. If the neighbors constantly are calling the police on them because their disturbances are so loud, there's something there. And they specifically said they can tell it's the father and the son fighting.
Yeah.
Something dysfunctional.
And
is there.
remember, think about like a teacher like me at parent-teacher conferences where I'd be like, your son is yelling in the middle of class.
Oh man.
I'll finish it.
Welcome back. Starting today, posting online insults is now a crime in Japan. So people convicted can be fined and could even spend up to a year in jail. The law is intended to help prevent suicides that result from cyberbullying. But some critics say it is a threat to free speech. DBL Nation, always want to know what you think about this. Should cyberbullying be a crime here in America? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what do you think? You always speak out about social media.
Yeah, this is a very slippery slope, though, right? I think something needs to be done on social media, but putting people in prison for it, I don't know. I think it might be more of a deterrent for people to do this, like, oh, there's a chance I could go to prison. I think there needs to be something done in the fact that people need to own their social media. I've been saying that for a long time. And then you could determine whether that person said is worth fining them or how much. But if Al says something and he's a comedian and he's joking and I say the same thing, but Al gets put in prison, it's like, it's very slippery slope, and I'm all for free speech. So this is weird, but I like the where it's
now,
going.
I will provide some more context, Lindsay. So to Jeff's point, yes, throwing someone in jail for something like that, you wonder, especially here in America where we already have our privatized prison systems. But what if it's just a fine? What if the person that does get thrown in jail, I mean, there is obviously many different layers here and many different ways that you can look at the accusation. What if it's somebody that really did, and you can see it in black and white in front of you, put someone in a place to urge them to commit suicide or bully them to the place? Would then, in your opinion, that suffice to jail time?
I mean, jail time, America is full of overcrowding, so I don't think that that's the solution. But I do think, I want to protect children, especially now having a new baby. Like when I think about her getting cyberbullied by people she doesn't even know, because Twitter is a weird place and so is most of social media. I think about people monitoring themselves, but I think there's a better way to just like remove accounts and find a way to not let anybody else who does that 3 times maybe get an account. But I don't want any kid to commit suicide or consider that. So maybe a fine, and their parents will find out then that they did these things like a traffic violation. It gets mailed to your house. And now you can't hide behind the internet. So I appreciate a fine, maybe not $2,000, but
No, a fine's a great idea.
Yeah.
You can get fined for jaywalking. I think it's more.
Here's the question. I'll ask you this, Sam. What if you find out that you've been being bullied legitimately? Somebody's writing some things on your page you really don't care for, kind of threatening you, and you find out who they are and they seem like they have some kind of mental health issues.
Right. Well, maybe
and the police say, do you want to go through with this or not? What do you say?
I would hope that there would be layers to it in the sense that they would look at that individual and say, okay, this person needs help.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is our way of helping that person. I definitely think there should be a stiff fine. I don't care if it's $2,000, because if we're paying fines for running red lights, and again, I know that's dangerous too, but here in Colorado, the #1 cause of death for teens is suicide.
That's insane.
Not running red lights,
crazy
not
to me.
jaywalking. So yeah, I do think if you're cyberbullying somebody on social media, I know it's a slippery slope, but I do think there should be a stiff fine. fine, and I do think you should be removed from that platform.
Who's the judge and jury, though, is the question, right? I don't know what's happening in Japan, but socially here in America,
Something needs to
your
happen.
political views, your social views, are you going to be put in prison or fined because of them, because of an opinion? If that judge and jury is one-sided in a party, you're going to get fined for your political views?
Laws are very black and white, but you're right. Laws can skew depending on the color of your skin, depending on your gender. So I agree with you, but something needs to be done. Coming up, let's see really quickly. 80% of you say yes. Should cyberbullying be a crime? Wow.
All right. How many of those are bullies, those 80%?
So new divorce data explains why the 7-year itch may not be a myth after all.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Is the 7-year itch a myth or a fact? Well, it might actually be true. Experts say there is no mathematical calculation to determine divorce, but we do have a general idea of how likely your marriage could end in any given year. Wow. So here's the breakdown. Year 1 and 2 have the highest risk. Some people rush to end broken relationships during this time because prenuptial agreements tend to kick in only after 1 year. Also, men are more likely to cheat during this stage of marriage. Year 3 or 4, or 2 to 4, your risk is average. Couples usually start having children at this time, which can decrease your divorce risk. But year 5 to 8, your divorce risk is back to high. The 7-year itch looks like it's a real thing, as the average length of marriage is 8 years. Reasons for trouble include kids getting older, which brings the focus back to the couple. Also, a woman's desire to cheat tends to peak around year 6. And lastly, years 9 to 20, your risk is very low to average actually. Couples who make it to their 10th anniversary experience a lower divorce risk each year after. Jeff, you guys just hit the 7-year itch, right?
No.
Oh, where are you?
We've been together for 12 years.
No, you're married. You're married.
Yeah, we think we just celebrated 5.
Oh, so you're at 5 in your marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
he's in the sweet spot.
Yeah.
I don't like these studies. I hate studies. I can't stand them.
Jeff.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
No, because they just put things in your head, and all of a sudden, if you're at year 5 to 8, you're like, you know what? Me and my husband are having problems. You know, I do feel like cheating. I don't like these things putting in your head. There should be studies that says everything's great. You're going to be great.
No,
things are going to be great.
There's a real.
Put it in your head. I don't need negative energy following my relationship.
Sociology statistics.
No,
That's
they're
like
not.
a real profession.
50 50 psychos that don't have a job got paid $4 to do this survey. I'm not listening to you.
Lindsay, do you see any credibility with this?
You know what? Me and Colin are not married, but we do still. When we had a kid, I see how that changes things. So in the beginning, it was really tough, but we kind of like agreed that we were going to fold Kinsley into our lifestyle, and I think that's the best way. So when they're getting older, you're not like, oh hey stranger, nice to be back with you. When they go to college or they have their own friends, like we always are coming back to each other. That's why we decided to be together. So I don't know if this is the working formula because we haven't been together for this amount of time, but it's working out for us.
Well, as the only person that's been divorced up here, honestly, I look at these and I saw this happening with a lot of my friends. Some of them are still together, some are not. But I think, you know, you're together, you get married, everything's great. But in that first year, if it doesn't seem right, you can have, if you have a strong people around you, there might be like time to break this off before it goes too far. If you have the kids, the first year it's all bliss. You're changing diapers, you're taking pictures, anniversaries. It's a beautiful
not all
thing.
bliss.
But
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't think most people get divorced with a 1-year-old. But I think when that kid gets older, and this is all I'll say, when that kid gets older, and it's year 7 or 8, you are also getting older. And you're saying, do I want to lock in here? Right. Do I want to buy this house? Do I want to do this for the next 30 or 40 years with this person? And I think a lot of people are saying no. I think that's when it happens.
No, you definitely have a point there. I know for me, Mark and I have been together 17 years, married 12. And for us, we were together so long, carefree, without kids. We were together without kids for like 12 years before, you know, obviously marriage is less than that. But then when we had kids, it completely changed our dynamic. And that was really hard on us because we were used to just, you know, we never folded. I love your terminology.
Oh yeah, she's coming. You see, I've been dragging Kinsley on flights.
We didn't do that. I kind of wish we did. But when we had Sophie, we also immediately started DBL, and we didn't have the opportunities. But you're working, so kudos to you. So for us, it was tough.
Right.
Like we really had a difficult time adjusting from pre-kid Sam and Mark to post-kid Sam and Mark, and you know, every day's different. I mean, we definitely are much better now, but I would definitely say the kids was a huge shift.
And it takes a village. So if you have people around you supporting, helping out, and watching the baby and all that stuff, then you can actually get back to each other.
Yes.
And that's a tough thing to accomplish because people are busy.
Yes.
1000% takes a village.
That's why you need a granny around.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no, the Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back. We have some sad news to share. Actor James Caan has died. He was well known, of course, for his role in The Godfather and for playing Will Ferrell's dad in Elf. His family announced his death this morning, but did not mention the cause. He was 82 years old. I believe he had 5 children, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we all know of Scott Caan, his son.
Right. I just watched a movie with him this weekend, The Program. He's the coach in the football movie, so it's
Such a good
shocking.
actor.
Yeah.
I know.
What about Brian's song? The Ultimate Guy Cry movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
You ever
Is
see
it? No.
With the Chicago Bears? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was early Jimmy Caan.
Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with his family. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Are TV and movie critics a thing of the past? Why viewers are turning their backs on official reviews when choosing what to watch. Plus, meeting that special someone outside of dating apps. We're joined live by dating coach and matchmaker to help you find love this summer.
We're talking about Plan B, an emergency contraceptive used to stop a pregnancy after other family planning methods failed or were not used. We've been seeing a lot of tweets about a Plan B shortage following the Supreme Court decision and questions about the future of birth control. So let's verify. Is there a Plan B shortage? We checked in with several large pharmacy chains and the FDA, which tracks medicine shortages on its website. Levonorgestrel, the formal name for the morning after pill, is not included there. The retailers we talked to say there is not a shortage of Plan B right now, but some may use purchase limits to ensure they can keep it in stock. Shortly after the Supreme Court decision, Rite Aid confirms its stores began capping sales at 3 boxes per customer. At CVS, a sharp increase in sales led to a temporary purchase limit that's been lifted, a spokesperson tells us, now that demand is back to normal. A Walmart spokesperson said they don't have a limit on Plan B purchases right now, but if there's a surge in demand at a particular store, the local management has discretion to put one in place, and they'll often set purchase limits on certain products to prevent stockpiling or reselling. A Walgreens spokesperson says to ensure ongoing access, they have a purchase limit of 15 products per customer when shopping online. Target didn't respond to a reminder. Plan B is not designated as an abortion pill. The FDA categorizes it with other birth control methods. However, because of the way Plan B works to prevent pregnancy, some are concerned its future could be in jeopardy in states that declare life begins at fertilization. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just
It's
stop.
finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. We got Lindsay Granger joining us again. What a treat.
What's going on?
Over there.
Special treat.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
I can't believe you said it like that. What's going on? Special treat.
That's very random, but I don't know what she was about to say.
I know you introduced her as like, what a treat.
It's a treat to have her.
It was embarrassing on your part, not hers.
Okay, well, whatever.
Wow,
Sorry
super
about
special
that.
you're here, Lindsay.
speak like a mom.
Yes,
Lindsay,
yeah, you do.
It's really, you know, Lindsay's a mom. She understands everything that I say now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I speak like to you like I would to Sophie. Like, and I apologize. It's okay. Right, calling people treats.
If you're good, you'll get one after the show.
All right, so Elon Musk secretly became a dad again last year. According to Business Insider, Elon Musk welcomed twins with a top executive at his company Neuralink. According to court documents, he and Siobhan Zillis filed papers asking for their children's names to be changed to include Elon's last name. The twins were born in November, shortly before the birth of Elon's second child, a girl with his ex, Singer Grimes. They also have a 2-year-old son. Now, Elon has a total of 9 kids. 5 with his first wife, a set of twins, and a set of triplets. Today, Elon tweeted, quote, "Doing my best to help the underpopulation crisis. A collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far."
He's being facetious.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many people know that. I think half, but I think he's being facetious in this case.
I hope so.
And one other question, is he saying that now the twins that are being birthed are going to get his last name because he was trying to hide them at first? Is that why they don't have his last name?
Maybe she was trying to hide it. I don't know, but now he's trying to petition. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Lindsay and I were talking in the makeup room saying that we can barely, like, her sister's kids had to come over. Like, handling more than 2 children is a lot of work. Obviously, Elon, I'm sure, has like a bunch of nannies, but how do you really get to know 9 kids?
That's what I said, like with him and Nick Cannon, not to bring Nick Cannon in the fold.
You just did.
I did, but you know, they have so many kids, and it's like, I know how much time and patience it takes with Kinsley, even just on a getting to know her basis. So forget having a nanny who can actually change diapers and help out around the house. Like, getting to know your kids takes a lot. So getting to know 9 of them has to be tough, especially if you have as many jobs and titles as Elon Musk does or Nick Cannon does. I just don't see how realistically you're spending time. And then these people also, I think, live in some different states. So like, come on now, what are you really doing over here?
I don't know if it works, and I completely agree, Lindsay. I don't know if it works even when they're all in the same house, because obviously I do watch a lot of those TLC shows where it's, you know, not 19 kids, but the Doricos, I think they have like 9 kids or something. And I always look, and there's the ones in the middle, it seems like they get lost a lot. You know, the oldest one is kind of watching the younger ones, and the younger ones are the cutest ones, so they get a lot of camera times. But like the middle 4 are just kind of wander.
Or middle child syndrome.
Yeah, not middle class syndrome.
I corrected myself.
And honestly, those kids are kind of middle class. They're not going anywhere. They're not the old ones. They're not the young ones. And I wonder if
you just said middle class too.
Did I say middle class?
Yeah, you did.
You're rubbing off me. So, but yes, that was my point. I just feel like those middle kids aren't getting the attention.
Nobody's listening anymore.
I know.
It's over. It's over.
We're changing the subject. Chris Pratt's new Amazon Prime series, The Terminal List, is getting panned by critics, which I think means slammed.
Yes.
Chris plays a Navy.
Pan or Pam?
Panned.
That was a Step Brothers joke.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Chris plays a Navy SEAL who believes his platoon was murdered and sets out to prove that there is a conspiracy at play. CNN called the show, quote, brutal. Variety compared the series to a dry, tasteless burger left on the grill too long. It has a 37% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but here's the thing. It also has a 94% audience score. So, Jeff, you've seen this.
Yeah, I watched it.
Was it good?
I liked it. I'm a Chris Pratt fan. Ooh. Yeah, I can't say that anymore because he's a political view. Yeah. So I believe critics or like Rotten Tomatoes are trying to drive his score down because of political views, because of his religious beliefs. I think he's a great guy. I liked it. It's very heavy for people who don't like that stuff. It gets very heavy. But Dave Chappelle special came out. He had a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes and 100% on critics. So don't take the critics too
seriously.
Yeah.
What's up with you guys today?
Well, I was like, man, just let me say one more word and I'm out of here.
I just don't know if people, I've never gone to a movie with the homies and been like, hey, let's go check and see what the critics said. Like, I think you just go. I think sometimes if you're talking about something, if we're doing something for the Oscars, I'll look and see what the critics are saying. But I think a lot of family feel-good movies, like one of my favorites is Major Payne. I love it. I'll watch Major Payne all the time. But I don't know how well it did with the critics. Probably not great, Lindsay, but I still love it.
Don't ask me. I haven't listened to critics since Siskel and Ebert.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm grandma over here.
Yeah, there we go.
Thumbs up. Okay, so a mom of 4 has gone viral after posting videos of her messy home on TikTok. So in a moment of just pure honesty, she filmed her home in its natural state of messiness. And the video has received millions of views. Take a look.
I know I'm going to get roasted. I know it. But this is what happens when two really lazy adults have 4 kids and don't clean up after themselves because, yeah, it's a mess. 4 days, guys. I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days, and this is what my house looks like. It is not dirty. It is simply messy, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do today.
So she also posted this time-lapse video proving that she and her husband do clean up once in a while.
Cool. Take a shower once a week. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
Why would you show this to everybody?
Wait.
Like, you're cool? I'm going to gain followers because I'm a slob?
No, but it's not gaining followers. Jeff.
No,
Everyone...
you're exposing the... My mother would die rather than show her house like that growing up. So everyone needs a follower. Hey, look I got stomach issues. No, I don't need to see everything.
Everyone on social media is like doing the perfection thing, showing off for showing their highlight reel. Like, what happened to like people with 4 kids? Sometimes their house gets a mess. This is a level that I haven't gotten to, but it does get a mess sometimes. You have to embrace that and
Bowls on the floor for 4 days?
show people that this is what real life looks like sometimes.
No, it doesn't, though.
It
doesn't.
You're constantly, you decided to have that many kids. This is all y'all. You can't just not.
But she also decided to live in that house and choose how she wants to run it. So that's what she likes. That's what happened.
Don't like it.
No, you don't know. You haven't had a one-on-one with them. What are you, Katie Couric?
I don't think they like eating cereal on the floor. I'm gonna ask the little girl.
Okay, but
the bowl could be on the floor after the meal.
But we don't know the whole story. I mean, yes, I relate more to your mom, and I only have 2 kids. But I will, and I think it's actually a fault of mine that I will run myself into the ground to make sure the house is clean if I know someone's going to show up. Even if the cleaning lady shows up, I have to make sure the house is like spotless for her. But then I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm short. Maybe I'm not giving the right amount of attention to the kids. Maybe that's a fault to put so much perfection on us. I'm not saying that this is an extreme. I'm not asking for perfection.
I'm asking for a bike not to be in the kitchen.
This is extreme, but also she is a mother of 4. That is a lot of work. I know if I close my eyes for 10 minutes, which doesn't even happen, but let's say I closed my eyes for 10 minutes and I just cleaned up the house is going to look like a bomb went off. Yes, I clean it right back up.
No, well, you teach your kids to clean it up.
Yeah, but you don't leave it there for 4 days.
But what if this?
I don't need to see your dirty house.
I don't know if this happens all the time. Maybe she.
My thing is, why do people need to show everything? I'm not sending my kids over to play at your house with cereal bowls on the floor because you're a TikTok star.
So
get out of here.
Okay, real quick. Someone was saying, like, when I travel with Kinsley, they're like, oh, it looks so easy and fun. Like, you had her, but nobody saw the behind the scenes, which I think I'm gonna put together. We carried a freaking stroller upstairs next to a waterfall, parked her up, put her in the waterfall. Like, it's a whole process.
Lindsay,
and so I think that
your house does not look like that.
But it's not about the house. It's about the genuine, authentic experiences that you're sharing on social media.
Right. I'm sick of keep it, swallow it. Don't go to a therapist. Do it old school and have a drink.
Wow.
Yeah, have a scotch and vacuum.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it deep down inside.
I love vacuuming.
You vacuum.
I love cleaning.
Well, thank you, Sam. You also shared your clean lady with me, so that has helped a lot. So thank you. She's the best.
She's share it with that family we just saw.
Oh, Albert, you
gross.
go over there and vacuum. Coming up on DBL.
Good one.
It's never too late to find love. We are joined live by dating coach with all the tips and tricks you need to know. There she is.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
A lot of people, give advice, but they're single. So what's your take?
Do I have to really start with that joke? I'm not like a Tory. Tory's good at stuff like that. I can't.
Yeah, you can totally
Jeff, can you imagine? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to start with.
Oh,
Where
boy.
is it?
Now I really wanted to start with
Where
it,
is it?
and I haven't even seen it.
Okay, this is how I'm supposed
You
to
have
start.
to now.
Summer loving had me a blast.
Oh, my God.
Am I right? We just love.
You got to do it now because now the audience is.
I'm not good at that. That's a Tory thing. That's a Tory thing. She's so good at doing stuff like that. I am not. I'm not funny. Tori can nail that.
Summer love.
I'll just say we love love. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not good at stuff like that.
That's great.
Okay, good.
Sam, you have question 3.
For it.
Let's talk about the dating apps. How can people have better success with them?
Okay.
And then Al, you have a final question about people who are not on the apps. Kind of what you have the last question.
Okay. I don't like it written for me. I like to just make it up. So if I just came up with that, I like it. But when it's written, it's like.
I get red. It's embarrassing. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
But I like the way to go for it.
Sam, what are these? I've never seen these.
I don't know. They've been in my desk for
Spry
years.
gems. Look
Those
at
have
Sam's
been in my desk for
breath mints.
years.
These are...
Dude, that's where you hide your drugs.
This is like what you get, honestly, like when you're on an international flight and you're like, what company makes these random breath mints?
You know, like if a cop went in your car, you'd be like, all right, so what's in there?
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, this does seem like a fake company.
Don't open it.
I can't have a Spry Gem?
Oh, of course you can. It's been in my desk for years.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It's been in my desk
Is that
literally
real?
since season
It says
1.
best before January 2022.
Oh, right.
Oh, we're good.
No, we're only
we're not.
7 months late, buddy.
Mints go bad? I didn't know that.
Well, Sam's Spry Gems do.
Spry Gems.
It's so gross.
Welcome back. It sounded like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Welcome back. We love. And today we've got a dating coach and senior matchmaker here to talk all about how to have some serious dating success. Please welcome Devin Simone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Can I just say you guys seem like you're having a whole lot of fun?
We do. It feels like a Friday. So, Devin, I want to ask you.
Yes.
Okay, it's Friday then. So let me ask you, what's your clientele like, and why would someone seek out a matchmaker?
So my clientele varies. I mean, I think the youngest person I've worked with on record is 25. The oldest is 83. Obviously, they want very different things. I work with both men and women. And look, the same way you would call an Uber or a Lyft if you didn't want to drive somewhere doesn't mean you don't know how to drive. It just means you don't feel like doing it at the time. Someone might call a matchmaker. So if you don't have the time to go on a bunch of dates or swipe through the apps or go out to events all the time, hire an expert to do the heavy lifting for you.
So, Devin, I've heard of a lot of matchmakers being single. Famously, Patty
Stanger.
Patty Stanger, she was single, but they coach others on love. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so you guys are getting all up in the messy tea. That's true. There are a lot, I mean, y'all are just going right for it. There are a lot of date coaches and matchmakers who themselves are single. I am not one of them. I actually just got engaged last Friday. So shout out to my fiance, Adam. Yeah, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't experts in whatever they're doing. I had a hairstylist once whose hair always looks crazy, but they were really good at how they did my hair. So you can't necessarily judge them on that, but I understand why people would make that correlation.
So Devin, let's talk dating apps. How can people have better success with them? Is there a trick?
So there's kind of a lot of tricks, to be honest, but one key thing I would say to keep in mind is positivity. Like the same way you guys have a really positive vibe and energy, and I believe I heard someone say they like vacuuming or cleaning. That's a whole other level of positivity.
That was Al, but I don't believe him.
I don't believe it either. But it takes all kinds.
I love it. I like, you know, honestly, Devin, it's like, it reminds me of like my mom used to clean the house on Sundays, and it would be Anita Baker. You could smell pine sol and bacon, and it just, that thing cleaning reminds me of that.
Okay, Devin's in the middle of
Yes,
that.
I totally hear you. My mom used to play gospel music, and that usually meant it's time to get up and clean. But the positivity that you have on this show is the same positivity you want to take into your dating app. So I get that there's a lot of like creepers on there, annoying people, which may lead you to say the things you don't want on your profile. So you may say, if you don't like dogs, don't message me, or if you don't like this, don't message me. But actually that just makes you seem negative, even if everything you're saying is valid. So try to make sure you keep a positive spin on it.
That's a good tip.
I guess, you know, my question is, we're talking about apps, but there are people that aren't familiar, that just aren't good with the phone and are not getting on any dating app. So if you don't want to get on any dating app, but you want to get in the game, what suggestions would you give those people?
If you don't want to get in a dating app, but you want to get in the game, hire a matchmaker. I know that sounds self-serving, but it's true. Like if you don't want to do if I don't want to do my taxes, I'm gonna hire an accountant or a tax prep person, right? Because they got to get done.
That's right.
So the same is true with your love life as well. If that seems, you know, too forward for you, you can look into a dating coach. So they won't match you, but they'll give you specific tips to your lifestyle and the type of partner you want to attract. Or at the very least, if you want to just do the bare minimum, I'm side-eyeing you a little bit. But if you do, then get out there and be public. Go meet people, you know, take care of yourself. go do different activities. They're not going to find you on your couch. Like, they're just not. So you've got to get out there and put yourself out there.
Devin,
with a smile.
I have a question for you as a matchmaker. Obviously, you work with a lot of people that are trying to get.
Good thing she's here.
They said I had time for a follow-up question, and now I don't.
Well, I have a quick question. I just want to know. What if somebody is not matched? Do they come to you like upset, like this match was terrible?
Oh, that's a good one.
So we don't offer membership to everyone. Anyone can be in our free database, so make sure you sign up. But as far as being a client, we're selective in who we take on as clients because we want to make sure we can match you with what you're looking for. So we'll be very transparent about that at the onset. But once that happens, you got to trust us. We're the experts. 47% of our happily matched clients said the person they are now in love with that we match them with likely would have passed up that person if it were left up to them. 47%.
Wow.
So you might be missing your person. Trust the expert.
Kudos to Devin. Thank you so much. And thank you. We had so much fun with you. You like fit right.
And rolling with the punches.
you.
You did a good job. Yeah.
DBL
Hey guys, I'll come anytime. I won't clean. I will not clean. But I'll come anytime.
We'll leave that to Al. DBL Nation, if you or someone you know is looking for love, Devin is a senior matchmaker at 3 Day Rule. So if you want to be included in their database or be matched, you can go to devinondating.com and sign up for a free consultation. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Devin.
Thanks, Devin.
Thanks, guys.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? CheapAir.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Summer is here, and so are your sweet, sweet deals. You're going to love these new products from our friends at Morning Save.
So what do you have for us today, Steph?
Hey Jeff, hello DBL Nation. You know what day of the week it is. It's time for some great deals and even better products, so let's get to it. First up, we've got a 2-pack of Sterno Home Solar 12-foot LED string lights. So this deal includes 2 string lights, 2 dual remote solar panels, and 2 rechargeable batteries, and they're available in 2 pendant styles. So we've got gold and silver. So I just love getting my outdoor space ready for summer, and I think these in your backyard while you're entertaining are going to look so beautiful. Normally these are $76, but we've got them for $24, saving everyone $68.
Wow, always great deal, Steph.
You're going to love this next one too, Jeff, because this is a fan favorite, because we've got Cuisinart Chef's Classic stainless steel 11-piece cookware set. So this deal includes a 1.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 2.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 3 quart saute pan with a lid, and an 8 quart stock pot with a lid, and an 8-inch skillet, a 10-inch skillet, and a steamer insert. I mean, this is an amazing deal. It's an eye-catching collection. It's going to impress your guests from sauteing to serving, and it's going to look great in any kitchen. And you know Cuisinart, of course, it comes with a lifetime warranty on this set. I mean, you can't ask for more than that, can you, Jeff?
Not at all.
All right, so normally, given how much you're getting, this is $500, and I think that's a great price. But you guys are going to be blown away because we are selling it for $149. That's saving 70%, and this is going to last you forever.
Absolutely. If you're just getting started, what a deal on cooking. I'll tell you what, Steph, you do the ambiance outside, I'll come over and take that set and cook for you on the inside.
I love it. All right, we're going to keep it in the kitchen for this next product. We've got Sunovo 1800W electric double burner. So this deal includes one double burner that can turn your camp cooking into a gourmet glamping. And if that's not your thing, this is really useful in the kitchen too. The hot plate double burners have 6 levels for precise cooking temperatures. So normally this is $60. But we've got it, Jeff, for just $35, saving everyone 42%.
I love it.
It's amazing. Okay, and then this next product, this is so much fun. We've got the Real Simple IPX4 splash-proof Bluetooth shower speaker. So this deal includes one shower speaker, and it has this little cute hanging strap, look, and it's got a suction cup so you can stick it on your shower, and it comes with a charging cable, and it comes in 3 different colors that you can pick from. So we've got grey, mint and pink. Now if you love singing in the bathroom and it's karaoke, blasting it out, then this is going to be the ultimate accessory, because with this speaker you're going to feel like the rock star of your bathtub, and it will connect to Bluetooth, so there's no more risking your phone near the water, which is so dangerous. And you won't be finding these colors anywhere besides Morning Save. So normally this is $40, and for waterproof technology, that's not bad. But we've got them for $15, saving everyone 63%.
All right, thank you so much, Steph. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to take you directly to these products and more on Morning Save's website. Again, thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no, the Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Do not wait until Veterans Day to honor the men and women in the military who served our country. The Honor Flight Network provides vets with an all-expense paid trip to D.C. to see the monuments and memorials dedicated to their service. And you can help by making a donation today. It's easy. Just scan the QR code on the screen or call 303-577-2080. And we all have vets in our lives that we want to honor. We want to look at Colin's dad, Prentice, right?
Prentice Boyd, yeah.
Prentice, we have a picture, Marine, served in Vietnam,
yes.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow, look at that. Talk about a hero. I mean, I can't even imagine
what
what
on the right hand
side.
Yes.
And then your dad, Keith, right?
Yes, yes.
Your dad, Keith, let's take a, oh my gosh.
Look at Big Keith.
Army?
Yes.
Okay, and then USO tour out.
This is me in Kosovo with a room full of 18-year-old recruits. They had been there maybe a week, so
and
I'll never forget their service.
Trust
Absolutely.
Me. And then I got to honor my dad, Marine, Vietnam vet.
Aww,
Two tours
that's an adorable
Vietnam.
picture.
There he is. We love you guys, and we love all of our men and women in military.
Our blessing.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
I know you lying. You are wrong as all get out.
Be honest about what you are, but don't get tough when BLM protesters are walking down the street.
I don't know how much time we have, but I'm about to go on this rampage really quick. Okay, 1 minute.
Who are you?
I'm Tori. Oh. I thought everyone knew. Sorry.
Don't you respect my opinions as well? I have to respect yours. Can't you respect mine? Raise the roof.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
DBL is all new every day.
What we're talking about today on Daily Blast Live.
The Highland Park shooter's father defends himself after helping his son get a gun permit. Is he trying to cover his own tracks? Japan starts sending people to jail for cyberbullying. Do you want this in the U.S.? A new revelation about Elon Musk as the world finds out he has secret twins. Why some think he's just trying to boost the population. And a mom of 4 goes viral for revealing her messy home.
I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days.
Can you relate to the chaos?
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. Lindsay Granger joining us again today. Welcome.
What's going on, guys?
We love having you, hearing your perspective. In fact, the father of the Highland Park mass shooting suspect is speaking out. So in an interview with the New York Post, he denies any responsibility for what happened, despite the fact that he sponsored his son to get the weapons used in the massacre. Now, he also talked about a 2019 incident where police were called after his son threatened to kill everyone. He said, this is what his quote was. He said it was a quote unquote childish outburst and that all the knives that were confiscated by police were, quote, just a collection, like how he used to collect coins and baseball cards. Okay, so what do you think of this father's explanation? Does it make sense, or is he in denial, or is this because parents today are much more hands-off? We want to hear from DBL Nation. What would you say to that, Al?
I would say I think everything's been illuminated, Gus, in terms of like how we got to this point. If you're able to walk away and deny what the police at your house, deny the fact that your son has 16 knives and a dagger, deny that your son is painting insane things on your home, if you can say that's a silly outburst, then what else do we have to discuss here? We know right now that we are dealing with somebody that is not thinking rationally and cannot be depended on for any kind of credibility moving forward. You have to now leapfrog the parent or parents because it doesn't seem like there was any discipline coming out of his home. And, you know, maybe just focus on the kid and maybe focus on some punitive damages for dad.
Yes.
Because I wonder if this is negligence at this point, like willful negligence that caused people's deaths. That's all we're talking about if we kind of remove the emotion.
And it seems like the dad is enabling just by, you know, even knowing that his son had a history of mental health issues, a history of calling and threatening the family, even if it was childish to him to have so many knives, to be in that position and then go with him to get that FOID card, which lets you get firearms in Illinois, is to me just crazy. And I think when you start seeing repercussions like for parents where the mass shooter gets the gun from their parents that wasn't locked up properly, or the parent helps them get the gun in certain states like Chicago, then, I mean, like Illinois, then you'll be in a position where people will be deterred to take more responsibility for their children that turn into adult killers.
Yeah, I think enabling's part of the problem with parenting in general these days, right? Everyone's a victim of this, everyone's this, my son's not that, it's the problem over here. Everyone's deflecting where the problem is. The problem's in your home. And there needs to be culpability, responsibility, and repercussions for the father. He enabled, exactly, he signed the card. If I signed off, Al, on a bank loan for you, and you don't pay, guess who pays? I do, because I signed. He signed off on that, right? He had the signs. The son with a gun, a picture that he drew on the back of the house saying, I'm going to kill my family, myself and my family multiple times, and saying it's under control. I'm surprised this guy spoke out because he got a lawyer, which is ironically enough R. Kelly's lawyer, which didn't work out so great for R. Kelly. But I would just clam up if I were this guy because all arrows are pointing to him. And I don't want to make him the problem in this. The kid who shot the gun is the problem. And my whole thing is, and nobody likes this take, is there needs to be bigger repercussions. I believe death should be involved. I mean, at the moment, he shouldn't be alive right now. If we know you caused a school shooting and you walk out with that gun and you're the person that did the mass shooting, there are no constitutional rights. You should be put to death. I don't care what your father says. I don't care what your best friends say. You need to be put to death. If we're not going to change the gun laws, let's change the repercussion laws.
Right.
Well, I also would say, you know, you said the interview was illuminating. I also would say I do blame this father. And I'm not one to blame parents. I really am not. But in this situation, a lot of the neighbors have started speaking out. And again, this is you could boil it down to saying that's hearsay, right? Nobody really knows if the neighbors are truthful, but it seems to be where there's smoke, there's fire, because they're all singing the same tune, where they have called the police on this household multiple times because they had heard them fighting, the father and the son. It seems like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems like maybe they share, and this is my speculation, the same ideologies, and the father really did shape his son to who he is today, or they're just both narcissists, and you're right, they have that victim mentality. But regardless, I would like to see that father held culpable. I don't know how the laws apply to that.
As you're talking really quickly, there are kids that adults and people in the area know are a problem. As you just like unlock this weird memory. I remember when I was a teacher, I was probably maybe halfway through my first year, and we were in our department meeting, and we made an announcement that a certain student was returning to the school, that I didn't know why he was not at our school for a year. And the math teacher at our school like stood up from her desk and pushed away and was like, I will not have him in my class. And it was like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, what's going on? And the student had a very violent interaction recently. And, you know, this person was not at our school for a reason. And so when you start bringing these people back in and everybody knows the reason that they were not there is because of violence, and then they commit said violence, well, then we have a direct path as to how they got back into the school. And when we start making those people pay, we'll start having to cover a lot less and less of these stories.
Agreed. I hate that we have to jump from one mass shooting to another, but that's the country we live in today. So we do have an update about the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. So we are now learning a police officer had his rifle aimed at the gunman before he even entered that school. The officer asked his supervisor for permission to take the shot, but his supervisor either didn't hear him or didn't respond in time. So this is just the latest example of police failing to act to stop the gunman. So here's the question, right, that everybody seems to be wondering. Should he have just taken the shot? And what would have happened had he shot that gunman? Would the police officer have been, penalized? Would the 21 victims now still be alive? I just want to get this out of the way, and then I want you guys to please take the conversation. We did speak with Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. She's a retired LAPD officer. She's been on her show. This is her exact quote. He did not need approval from a supervisor to discharge his gun to save a life. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Right. I thought it just sounded ridiculous, Lindsay, just because in real time, I can't call and say I've got a shot on this guy. Like, they don't know what angle I'm at if there are people around. I think that you train people to know whether to take that shot or not. Like, I don't know, but I would assume you don't call your boss and say, can I shoot this guy? What are you,
it's hard to know where the communication fell and where it didn't fall, because a lot of the stories we've been hearing from the Uvalde police, unfortunately, have changed day by day. And so I think, there were several opportunities, whether you want to call this man the worst one for not taking that shot or them for waiting outside the school for too long and not saving children. Like, even one life that could have been saved by the police doing the job that they were asked to do or they signed up to do would have been favorable in this situation. It's just unfortunate that we keep hearing about all these missteps, and it's like no one stepped in and was going to be the hero for little children. Nobody thought that this was a good time to make that decision, but we see this decision made time and time again, like people being killed, black people being killed for no reason. And I'm not saying that this is an epidemic with that happening, because there are more police officers that are good than bad. However, I do think that we're seeing that happen and those shots being taken and these not, and that's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you guys. Especially 5 years ago, I try to put myself into those shoes of the people that we talk about, and I can't because I haven't been through the training. But 5 years ago, I think that shot would have been taken. I think the vilification of police officers and what they have to go through on a daily basis and us dismantling them, I think prohibited him from taking that shot. I heard it was a long-range rifle. He had him, and he was like, I don't know if that's a gun maybe. That might be a stick. If you take that shot and you shoot a kid that's holding a stick, guess who now is on the front page of every newspaper in America? That police officer. So there's something in their head subconsciously saying, I better be damn sure that when I take this shot, it's for real. And I gotta be honest, 5 years ago, I would have took that shot. This kid crashed, he ran out of the car, he just killed somebody.
He shot his grandmother in the face.
There's no thinking. There's no thinking, I'm gonna take that shot. Today, I don't know if I'm taking that shot because of the scrutiny and the vilification of police. And it's just where we are. You gotta, if you're going to vilify police, expect things like this to happen as well.
But we also have to look at it as a case-by-case basis. And I appreciate you putting yourself in the shoes of a police officer, because you're right. There's more good police officers than bad police officers. But what we've seen from Uvalde specifically, and this isn't what you're saying, but I'm just saying,
I'm not taking Uvalde's police side.
I know. I just want to make it very clear to our viewers what they have seen is they have seen a pattern of behavior in Uvalde of harassing the local citizens, of not showing up to the local citizens' doors when they need help. So there is some sort of culture in Uvalde with their police department that doesn't equate to protect and serve.
Right.
And I think that's where this whole situation in Uvalde reeks of dismantling. If there's
that's what I was going to say. They dismantled the police department in Ferguson, and they should do that here. This is
well
prime
said.
grounds for that.
Yeah. All right. Coming up on DBL, negative reviews did not tank Chris Pratt's new series, why some say TV and movie critics aren't relevant anymore, and a new study finds surprising divorce data. We'll tell you the timeline of highest divorce rates. And we want to hear from you on this next story. Japan makes cyberbullying a crime. Do you think this could work in America? We're talking about it next.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
For divorce stuff, so when you talk about you and Mark, we have a photo of you and
Okay.
Mark, Jeff and
Okay.
Jordan, Lindsay and
Is
Colin.
there we're speaking
I
to
don't-
Megan, our producer, a senior producer. Are we going in order or no? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You
Okay.
can kind of go how you want.
Okay.
But I don't have a photo for you.
Okay,
You're
that's
fine
fine.
with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
neither one of
Okay. I didn't.
Poor Al.
Well, if he wants.
What is going on?
I mean, I wish.
Post anything on his social media, like of his personal, it's all business.
Yeah, I got all.
So yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
And that's the
I'm
way you
weird
do
like
it. I think it's good. You're
Yeah.
protective of your kids, of your
Yeah.
relationships. He's very private on his social media.
So the
Yeah.
C block, you're just going to kind of read out the facts.
Okay.
You have a full screen that breaks it down
Okay.
years.
Yep.
And then the question is more of just like, did you guys have a year that was tough?
Oh my gosh, we're
And
going
why?
through it. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And talk
good.
about
Yeah.
it because
okay.
it tells you some of the examples on why certain years
Ours
are tough.
is kids. Like
So
it's just such an adjustment. Even though we've been in it now 5 years with Sophie and Miles is 2, but you know, pre-kids Sam and Mark were happy-go-lucky, going out, having so much fun, traveling. Post-kids Sam and Mark, it's stressful.
I
but
think it's the
different even
suddenness of it too. Just it's over.
Well,
when
and
you bring
even
the baby
different
home,
because
your relationship
baby,
changes.
baby Sam and Mark is different than toddlers.
But
and
Sam and Mark also
and-
grew, like Mark and I did not have kids till I was almost like 40. So like we had like a good 15 years together just being like carefree. And I think we got used to that and it was a big adjustment, a big shift. But we're doing fine. We know that eventually it'll all pan out. We have good days and bad days, but it can be stressful. You know how it is. It's hard.
7 years, I think.
Yeah, it's yeah.
tough.
We're talking about.
What else?
I was just saying we were talking about
The father, like, it's kind of like he doesn't have remorse. I didn't hear it just from
That
the morning
father
meeting.
seems like the apple. If the neighbors constantly are calling the police on them because their disturbances are so loud, there's something there. And they specifically said they can tell it's the father and the son fighting.
Yeah.
Something dysfunctional.
And
is there.
remember, think about like a teacher like me at parent-teacher conferences where I'd be like, your son is yelling in the middle of class.
Oh man. Welcome back. Starting today, posting online insults is now a crime in Japan. So people convicted can be fined and could even spend up to a year in jail. The law is intended to help prevent suicides that result from cyberbullying. But some critics say it is a threat to free speech. DBL Nation, always want to know what you think about this. Should cyberbullying be a crime here in America? Go to dblvote.com to weigh in. Jeff, what do you think? You always speak out about social media.
Yeah, this is a very slippery slope, though, right? I think something needs to be done on social media, but putting people in prison for it, I don't know. I think it might be more of a deterrent for people to do this. Like, oh, there's a chance I could go to prison. I think there needs to be something done in the fact that people need to own their social media. I've been saying that for a long time. And then you could determine whether that person said is worth fining them or how much. But if Al says something and he's a comedian and he's joking and I say the same thing, but Al gets put in prison, it's like, it's very slippery slope, and I'm all for free speech. So this is weird, but I like the where it's
now,
going.
I will provide some more context, Lindsay. So to Jeff's point, yes, throwing someone in jail for something like that, you wonder, especially here in America where we already have our privatized prison systems. But what if it's just a fine? What if the person that does get thrown in jail, I mean, there is obviously many different layers here and many different ways that you can look at the accusation. What if it's somebody that really did, and you can see it in black and white in front of you, put someone in a place to urge them to commit suicide or bully them to the place? Would then, in your opinion, that suffice to jail time?
I mean, jail time, America is full of overcrowding, so I don't think that that's the solution. But I do think, you know, I want to protect children, especially now having a new baby. Like when I think about her getting cyberbullied by people she doesn't even know, because Twitter is a weird place and so is most of social media. I think about people monitoring themselves, but I think there's a better way to just like remove accounts and find a way to not let anybody else who does that 3 times maybe get an account. But don't want any kid to commit suicide or consider that. So maybe a fine, and their parents will find out then that they did these things like a traffic violation. It gets mailed to your house, and now you can't hide behind the internet. So I appreciate a fine, maybe not $2,000, but you know.
No, a fine's a great idea.
Yeah.
You can get fined for jaywalking. I think it's more.
Here's the question I'll ask you this, Sam. What if you find out that you've been being bullied legitimately, somebody's writing some things on your page you really don't care for, kind of threatening you, and you find out who they are and they seem like they have some kind of mental health issues?
Right. Well, maybe
and the police say, do you want to go through with this or not? What do you say?
I would hope that there would be layers to it in the sense that they would look at that individual and say, okay, this person needs help. And then this is our way of helping that person. I definitely think there should be a stiff fine. I don't care if it's $2,000, because if we're paying fines for running red lights, and again, I know that's dangerous too, but here in Colorado, the #1 cause of death for teens is suicide.
That's insane.
Not running red lights, not jaywalking. So yeah, I do think if you're cyberbullying somebody on social media, I know it's a slippery slope, but I do think there should be a stiff fine, and I do think you should be removed from that platform.
Who's the judge and jury, though, is the question, right? I don't know what's happening in Japan, but socially here in America,
something needs to
your
happen.
Political views, your social views, are you going to be put in prison or fined because of them, because of an opinion? If that judge and jury is one-sided in a party, you're going to get fined for your political views?
Laws are very black and white, but you're right. Laws can skew depending on the color of your skin, depending on your gender. So I agree with you, but something needs to be done. Coming up, let's see really quickly. 80% of you say yes. Should cyberbullying be a crime? Wow.
All right. How many of those are bullies, those 80%?
So new divorce data explains why the 7-year itch may not be a myth after all.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out, I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Is the 7-year itch a myth or a fact? Well, it might actually be true. Experts say there is no mathematical calculation to determine divorce, but we do have a general idea of how likely your marriage could end in any given year. So here's the breakdown. Year 1 and 2 have the highest risk. Some people rush to end broken relationships during this time because prenuptial agreements tend to kick in only after 1 year. Also, men are more likely to cheat during this stage of marriage. Year 3 or 4 or 2 4, your risk is average. Couples usually start having children at this time, which can decrease your divorce risk. But year 5 to 8, your divorce risk is back to high. The 7-year itch looks like it's a real thing, as the average length of marriage is 8 years. Reasons for trouble include kids getting older, which brings the focus back to the couple. Also, a woman's desire to cheat tends to peak around year 6. And lastly, years 9 to 20, your risk is very low to average actually. Couples who make it to their 10th anniversary experience a lower divorce risk each year after. Jeff, you guys just hit the 7-year itch, right?
No.
Oh, where are you?
We've been together for 12 years.
No, you're married. You're married.
Yeah, we think we just celebrated 5.
Oh, so you're at 5 in your marriage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
He's
you're
in the
quite
sweet spot.
7 you're in. Yeah.
I don't like these studies. I hate studies. I can't stand them.
Jeff. I'm sorry.
No, because they just put things in your head, and all of a sudden, if you're at year 5 to 8, you're like, you know what? Me and my husband are having problems. You know, I do feel like cheating. I don't like these things putting in your head. There should be a study that says everything's great. You're going to be great.
No,
things are going to be great.
there's a real-
Put it in your head. I don't need negative energy following my relationship around.
Sociology statistics.
No,
That's
they're
like
not.
a real profession.
They 50 psychos that don't have a job got paid $4 to do this survey. I'm not listening to you.
Lindsay, do you see any credibility with this?
You know what? Me and Colin are not married, but we do still. When we had a kid, I see how that changes things. So in the beginning, it was really tough, but we kind of like agreed that we were going to fold Kinsley into our lifestyle, and I think that's the best way. So when they're getting older, you're not like, oh, hey, stranger, nice to be back with you. When they go to college or they have their own friends, like we always are coming back to each other. That's why we decided to be together. So I don't know if this is the working formula because we haven't been together for this amount of time, but it's working out for us.
Well, as the only person that's been divorced up here, honestly, I look at these and I saw this happening with a lot of my friends. Some of them are still together, some are not. But I think, you know, you're together, you get married, everything's great. But in that first year, if it doesn't seem right, you can have, if you have a strong people around you, there might be like time to break this off before it goes too far. If you have the kids, the first year it's all bliss. You're changing diapers, you're taking pictures, anniversaries. It's a beautiful
not all
thing.
bliss.
But
No,
I mean,
no.
I don't think most people get divorced with a 1-year-old. But I think when that kid gets older, and this is all I'll say, when that kid gets older, and it's year 7 or 8, you are also getting older. And you're saying, do I want to lock in here?
Right.
Do I want to buy this house? Do I want to do this for the next 30 or 40 years with this person? And I think a lot of people are saying no. I think that's when it happens.
No, you definitely have a point there. I know for me, Mark and I have been together 17 years, married 12. Wow. And for us, we were together so long, carefree, without kids. We were together without kids for like 12 years before, you know, obviously marriage is less than that. But then when we had kids, it completely changed our dynamic. And that was really hard on us because we were used to just, you know, we never folded. I love your terminology.
Oh, yeah, she's coming on. You see, I've been dragging Kinsley on flights.
We didn't do that. I kind of wish we did. But when we had Sophie, we also immediately started DBL. And we didn't have the opportunities, but you're working. So kudos to you. So for us, it was tough. Right. Like we really had a difficult time adjusting from pre-kid Sam and Mark to post-kid Sam and Mark. And, you know, every day's different. I mean, we definitely are much better now, but I would definitely say the kids was a huge shift.
And it takes a village. So if you have people around you supporting, helping out, and watching the baby and all that stuff, then you can actually get back to each other.
Yes.
And that's a tough thing to accomplish because people are busy.
Yes.
1000% takes a village.
That's why you need a granny around.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no. The Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back. We have some sad news to share. Actor James Caan has died. He was well known, of course, for his role in The Godfather and for playing Will Ferrell's dad in Elf. His family announced his death this morning, but did not mention the cause. He was 82 years old. I believe he had 5 children, right?
Yeah,
I mean, we all know of Scott Caan, his son.
Right. I just watched a movie with him this weekend, The Program. He's the coach in the football movie, so it's
Such a good
shocking.
actor.
Yeah.
I know.
What about Brian's song? The ultimate guy cry movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
You ever
Is
see
it?
it?
No.
With the Chicago Bears? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was early Jimmy Caan.
Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with his family. If you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show online. Watch on YouTube, dailyblastlive.com, or our DBL mobile app. But if you get the second half of the show where you are, here is what's ahead. Our TV and movie critics, a thing of the past. Why viewers are turning their backs on official reviews when choosing what to watch. Plus, meeting that special someone outside of dating apps. We're joined live by dating coach and matchmaker to help you find love this summer.
We're talking about Plan B, an emergency contraceptive used to stop a pregnancy after other family planning methods failed or were not used. We've been seeing a lot of tweets about a Plan B shortage following the Supreme Court decision and questions about the future of birth control. So let's verify. Is there a Plan B shortage? We checked in with several large pharmacy chains and the FDA, which tracks medicine shortages on its website. Levonorgestrel, the formal name for the morning after pill, is not included there. The retailers we talked to say there is not a shortage of Plan B right now, but some may use purchase limits to ensure they can keep it in stock. Shortly after the Supreme Court decision, Rite Aid confirms its stores began capping sales at 3 boxes per customer. At CVS, a sharp increase in sales led to a temporary purchase limit that's been lifted. A spokesperson tells us now that demand is back to normal. A Walmart spokesperson said they don't have a limit on Plan B purchases right now, but if there's a surge in demand at a particular store, the local management has discretion to put one in place, and they'll often set purchase limits on certain products to prevent stockpiling or reselling. A Walgreens spokesperson says to ensure ongoing access, they have a purchase limit of 15 products per customer when shopping online. Target didn't respond to our request for comment, but when we checked, the maximum number of Plan B boxes available for purchase on Target.com is 6 per order. So we can verify no, there is not currently a Plan B shortage, at least not on a large scale. While we're on this topic, it's also worth a reminder, Plan B is not designated as an abortion pill. The FDA categorizes it with other birth control methods. However, because of the way Plan B works to prevent pregnancy, some are concerned its future could be in jeopardy in states that declare life begins at fertilization. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Are you insane?
This is a sham.
No.
No.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Welcome to DBL. We got Lindsay Granger joining us again. What a treat.
What's going on?
Over there.
Special treat.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
I can't believe you said it like that. What's going on? Special treat.
That's very random, but I don't know what she was supposed to say.
I know you introduced her as like, what a treat.
Treat to have her.
It was embarrassing on your part, not hers.
Okay, well, whatever.
Wow,
Sorry
super
about
special
that.
you're here, Lindsay.
Speak like a mom.
Yes,
Lindsay,
yeah, you do.
It's really, Lindsay's a mom. She understands everything that I say now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I speak like to you like I would to Sophie. And I apologize. It's okay. Right, calling people treats.
If you're good, you'll get one after the show.
All right, so Elon Musk secretly became a dad again last year. According to Business Insider, Elon Musk welcomed twins with a top executive at his company Neuralink. According to court documents, he and Siobhan Zillis filed papers asking for their children's names to be changed to include Elon's last name. The twins were born in November, shortly before the birth of Elon's second child, a girl with his ex, Singer Grimes. They also have a 2-year-old son. Now, Elon has a total of 9 kids. 5 with his first wife, a set of twins, and a set of triplets. Today, Elon tweeted, quote, "Doing my best to help the underpopulation crisis. A collapsing birth rate is the biggest danger civilization faces by far."
He's being facetious.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how many people know that. I think half, but I think he's being facetious in this case.
I hope so.
And one other question, is he saying that now the twins that are being birthed are going to get his last name because he was trying to hide them at first? Is that why they don't have his last name?
Maybe she was trying to hide it. I don't know, but now he's trying to petition. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Lindsay and I were talking in the makeup room saying that we can barely, her sister's kids had to come over. Handling more than 2 children is a lot of work. Obviously, Elon, I'm sure, has a bunch of nannies, but how do you really get to know 9 kids?
That's what I said, with him and Nick Cannon, not to bring Nick Cannon in the fold.
You just did.
I did, but they have so many kids, and it's I know how much time and patience it takes with Kinsley, even just on a getting to know her basis. So forget having a nanny who can actually change diapers and help out around the house. Getting to know your kids takes a lot. So getting to know 9 of them has to be tough, especially if you have as many jobs and titles as Elon Musk does or Nick Cannon does. I just don't see how realistically you're spending time. And then these people also, I think, live in some different states. So come on now, what are you really doing over here?
I don't know if it works, and I completely agree, Lindsay. I don't know if it works even when they're all in the same house, because obviously I do watch a lot of those TLC shows where it's, not 19 kids, but the Doricos, I think they have 9 kids or something. And I always look, and there's the ones in the middle, it seems like they get lost a lot. The oldest one is kind of watching the younger ones, and the younger ones are the cutest ones, so they get a lot of camera times. But the middle 4 are just kind of wander.
Or middle child syndrome.
Yeah, not middle class syndrome.
I corrected myself.
And honestly, those kids are kind of middle class. They're not going anywhere. They're not the old ones. They're not the young ones. And I wonder if
you just said middle class too.
Did I say middle class?
Yeah, you did.
You're rubbing off me. So, but yes, that was my point. I just feel like those middle kids aren't getting the attention.
Nobody's listening anymore.
I know.
It's over.
Forget
it's over.
We're changing the subject. Chris Pratt's new Amazon Prime series, The Terminal List, is getting panned by critics, which I think means slammed.
Yes.
Chris plays a Navy.
Pan or Pam?
Panned.
That was a Step Brothers joke.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Chris plays a Navy SEAL who believes his platoon was murdered and sets out to prove that there is a conspiracy at play. CNN called the show, quote, brutal. Variety compared the series to a dry, tasteless burger left on the grill too long. It has a 37% rating in Rotten Tomatoes, but here's the thing. It also has a 94% audience score. So, Jeff, you've seen this.
Yeah, I watched it.
Was it good?
I liked it. I'm a Chris Pratt fan. Ooh. Yeah, I can't say that anymore because he's political view.
Yeah.
So I believe critics or Rotten Tomatoes are trying to drive his score down because of political views, because of his religious beliefs. I think he's a great guy. I liked it. It's very heavy for people who don't like that stuff. It gets very heavy. But Dave Chappelle special came out. He had a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes and 100% on critics. So don't take the critics too
seriously.
Yeah.
Boom.
What's up with with you guys today?
Well, I was like, man, just let me say one more word and I'm out of here.
I just don't know if people, I've never gone to a movie with the homies and been like, hey, let's go check and see what the critics said. Like, I think you just go. I think sometimes if you're talking about something, if we're doing something for the Oscars, I'll look and see what the critics are saying. But I think a lot of family feel-good movies, like one of my favorites is Major Payne. I love it. I'll watch Major Payne all the time. But I don't know how well it did with the critics. Probably not great, Lindsay, but I still love it.
Don't ask me. I haven't listened to critics since Siskel and Ebert.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm grandma over here.
Yeah, there we go.
Thumbs up. Okay, so a mom of 4 has gone viral after posting videos of her messy home on TikTok. So in a moment of just pure honesty, she filmed her home in its natural state of messiness. And the video has received millions of views. Take a look.
I know I'm going to get roasted. I know it. But this is what happens when 2 really lazy adults have 4 kids and don't clean up after themselves because, yeah, it's a mess. 4 days, guys. I have not done dishes or picked things up for 4 days, and this is what my house looks like. It is not dirty. It is simply messy, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do today.
So she also posted this time-lapse video proving that she and her husband do clean up once in a while.
Cool. Take a shower once a week. You're disgusting. Yeah. Why would you show this to everybody?
Wait.
Like, you're cool? I'm going to gain followers because I'm a slob?
No, but it's not gaining followers, Jeff.
No, you're exposing the. My mother would die rather than show her house like that growing up. So everyone needs a follower. Hey, look I got stomach issues. No, I don't need to see everything.
Everyone on social media is like doing the perfection thing, showing off for showing their highlight reel. Like, what happened to like people with 4 kids? Sometimes their house gets a mess. This is a level that I haven't gotten to, but it does get a mess sometimes. You have to embrace that and
Bowls on the floor for 4 days.
Show people that this is what real life looks like sometimes.
No, it doesn't. Though. It doesn't.
You're constantly. You decided to have that many kids. This is all y'all. You can't just not.
But she also decided to live in that house and choose how she wants to run it. So that's what she likes. That's what happened.
Don't like it.
No, you don't know. You haven't had a one-on-one with them. What are you, Katie Couric?
I don't think they like eating cereal on the floor. No. I'm gonna ask the little girl.
Okay, but
the bowl could be on the floor after the meal.
But we don't know the whole story. I mean, yes, I relate more to your mom, and I only have 2 kids. But I will, and I think it's actually a fault of mine that I will run myself into the ground to make sure the house is clean if I know someone's going to show up. Even if the cleaning lady shows up, I have to make sure the house is like spotless for her. But then I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm short. Maybe I'm not giving the right amount of attention to the kids. Maybe that's a fault to put so much perfection on us. I'm not saying that this is an extreme. I'm not asking for perfection.
I'm asking for a bike not to be in the kitchen.
This is extreme, but also she is a mother of 4. That is a lot of work. I know if I close my eyes for 10 minutes, which doesn't even happen, but let's say I closed my eyes for 10 minutes and I just cleaned up the house is going to look like a bomb went off. Yes, I clean it right back up.
No, well, you teach your kids to clean it up.
Yeah, but you don't leave it there for 4 days.
But what if this?
I don't need to see your dirty house.
I don't know if this happens all the time. Maybe she.
My thing is, why do people need to show everything? I'm not sending my kids over to play at your house with cereal bowls on the floor because you're a TikTok star.
So
get out of here.
Okay, real quick. Someone was saying, like, when I travel with Kinsley, they're like, oh, it looks so easy and fun. Like, you had her, but nobody saw the behind the scenes, which I think I'm gonna put together. We carried a freaking stroller upstairs next to a waterfall, parked her up, put her in the waterfall. Like, it's a whole process.
Lindsay, and so I think
your
house does not look like that.
But it's not about the house. It's about the genuine, authentic experiences that you're sharing on social media.
Right. I'm sick of keep it, swallow it. Don't go to a therapist. Do it old school and have a drink.
Wow.
Yeah, have a scotch and vacuum.
Yeah, there you go. Just put it deep down inside.
I love vacuuming.
You vacuum.
I love cleaning.
Well, thank you, Sam. You also shared your clean lady with me, so that has helped a lot. So thank you. She's the best.
Share it with that family we just saw.
Oh, Albert, you
gross.
Go over there and vacuum. Coming up on DBL.
Good one.
It's never too late to find love. We are joined live by dating coach with all the tips and tricks you need to know. There she is.
Closed captioning provided by
DBL is all new every day.
A lot of people, give advice, but they're single.
That question.
So what's your take?
Do I have to really start with that joke? I'm not like a Tory. Tory's
I
good
don't
at
care
stuff
at
like
all.
that. I can't.
Yeah, you can totally
Jeff,
sing
can you
this.
imagine? Okay, this is what I'm supposed to start with.
Oh
Where is
boy.
it?
Now I really want her to start with
Where
it,
is it?
and I haven't even seen it.
Okay, this is how I'm supposed
You
to
have
start.
to now.
Summer loving. Had me a blast.
God.
Am I right? We just love.
You got to do it now because now the audience is.
I'm not good at that. That's a Tory thing. That's a Tory thing. She's so good at doing stuff like that. I am not. I'm not funny. Tori can nail
Just say
that.
summer love.
I'll just say we love.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
There
I'm
you
not
go.
good at stuff
Perfect.
like that.
That's great.
Okay, good.
Sam, you have question
I would've
3.
gone for it.
Just say
Let's
it's
talk
cuffing
about the
season.
dating apps. How can people have better success with them?
Okay.
And then Al, you have a final question about people who are not on the apps. Kind of what you have the last question.
Okay. I don't like it written for me. I like to just make it
if I
up.
would've
So if I just came up with that, I like it. But when
Totally.
it's written,
Me
it's
too.
like.
I get red. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
But I like the way to go for
Sam,
it.
what are these? I've never seen these.
I don't know. They've been in my desk for
Spry
years.
gems. Look
Those
at
have
Sam's
been in my desk for
breath mints.
years.
These are.
Dude, that's where you hide your drugs.
This is like what you get, honestly, like when you're on an international flight and you're like, what company makes these random breath mints?
You know, like if a cop went in your car, you'd be like, all right, so what's in there?
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, this
been
does
in
seem
my-
like a fake
Don't
company.
open it.
I can't have a Spry gem?
Oh, of course you can. It's been in my desk for years.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It's been in my desk
Is that
literally
real?
since
It
season
says
1.
best before January 2022.
Oh, right.
Oh, we're good.
Oh,
No,
We're only
it's over.
7
It's
months
over.
late, buddy.
Mints go bad? I didn't know that.
Well, Sam's Spry gems do.
Spry gem.
It's so gross.
Welcome back. I sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Welcome back. We love. And today we've got a dating coach and senior matchmaker here to talk all about how to have some serious dating success. Please welcome Devin Simone.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Can I just say you guys seem like you're having a whole lot of fun?
We do.
It feels like a Friday. So, Devin, I want to ask you.
Yes.
Okay, it's Friday then. So let me ask you, what's your clientele like, and why would someone seek out a matchmaker?
So my clientele varies. I mean, I think the youngest person I've worked with on record is 25. The oldest is 83. Obviously, they want very different things. I work with both men and women. And look, the same way you would call an Uber or a Lyft if you didn't want to drive somewhere doesn't mean you don't know how to drive. It just means you don't feel like doing it at the time. Someone might call a matchmaker. So if you don't have the time to go on a bunch of dates or swipe through the apps or go out to events all the time, hire an expert to do the heavy lifting for you.
So, Devin, I've heard of a lot of matchmakers being single, famously Patty
Stanger.
Patty Stanger, she was single, but they coach others on love. What's your take on that?
Yeah, so you guys are getting all up in the messy tea. That's true. There are a lot, I mean, y'all are just going right for it. There are a lot of date coaches and matchmakers who themselves are single. I am not one of them. I actually just got engaged last Friday. So shout out to my fiance, Adam. Yeah, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't experts in whatever they're doing. I had a hairstylist once whose hair always looks crazy, but they were really good at how they did my hair. So you can't necessarily judge them on that, but I understand why people would make that correlation.
So Devin, let's talk dating apps. How can people have better success with them? Is there a trick?
So there's kind of a lot of tricks, to be honest, but one key thing I would say to keep in mind is positivity. Like the same way you guys have a really positive vibe and energy, and I believe I heard someone say they like vacuuming or cleaning. That's a whole other level of positivity.
That was Al, but I don't believe him.
I don't believe it either. But it takes all kinds.
I love it. I like, you know,
The same
honestly,
way-
Devin, it's like it reminds me of like my mom used to clean the house on Sundays, and it would be Anita Baker. You could smell pine sol and bacon, and it just that thing cleaning reminds me of that.
Okay, Devin's in the middle of
Yes,
that.
I totally hear you. My mom used to play gospel music, and that usually meant it's time to get up and clean. But the positivity that you have on this show is the same positivity you want to take into your dating app. So I get that there's a lot of like creepers on there, annoying people, which may lead you to say the things you don't want on your profile. So you may say, if you don't like dogs, don't message me, or if you don't like this, don't message me. But actually, that just makes you seem negative, even if everything you're saying is valid. So try to make sure you keep a positive spin on it.
That's a good tip.
I guess, my question is, we're talking about apps, but there are people that aren't familiar, that just aren't good with the phone and are not getting on any dating app. So if you don't want to get on any dating app, but you want to get in the game, what suggestions would you give those people?
If you don't want to get in a dating app, but you want to get in the game, hire a matchmaker. I know that sounds self-serving, but it's true. Like, if you don't want to if I don't want to do my taxes, I'm gonna hire an accountant or a tax rep person, right? Because they got to get done.
That's right.
So the same is true with your love life as well. If that seems, too forward for you, you can look into a dating coach. So they won't match you, but they'll give you specific tips to your lifestyle and the type of partner you want to attract. Or at the very least, if you want to just do the bare minimum, I'm side-eyeing you a little bit. But if you do, then get out there and be public. Go meet people, take care of yourself. Go do different activities. They're not going to find you on your couch. Like, they're just not. So you've got to get out there and put yourself out there with a smile.
I have a question for you as a matchmaker. Obviously, you work with a lot of people that are trying to get.
Good thing she's here.
They said I had time for a follow-up question, and now I don't.
Well, I have a quick question. I just want to know. What if somebody is not matched? Do they come to you like upset, like this match was terrible?
Oh, that's the one.
So we don't offer membership to everyone. Anyone can be in our free database, so make sure you sign up. But as far as being a client, we're selective in who we take on as clients because we want to make sure we can match you with what you're looking for. So we'll be very transparent about that at the onset. But once that happens, you got to trust us. We're the experts. 47% of our happily matched clients said the person they are now in love with that we matched them with likely would have passed up that person if it were left up to them. 47%.
Wow.
So you might be missing your person. Trust the expert.
Kudos to Devin. Thank you so much. And thank you. We had so much fun with you. You fit right.
And rolling with the punches.
you.
You did a good job. Yeah.
DBL
Hey guys, I'll come anytime. I won't clean. I will not clean.
Okay.
But I'll come anytime.
We'll leave that to Al. DBL Nation, if you or someone you know is looking for love, Devin is a senior matchmaker at 3 Day Rule. So if you want to be included in their database or be matched, you can go to devinondating.com and sign up for a free consultation. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Devin.
Thanks, Devin.
Thanks, guys.
There is nothing I like better than finding a great deal on travel. And it turns out I'm not alone. Verify viewer Catherine emailed us to ask, is there a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket? So Catherine, let's verify. Our sources are Scott's Cheap Flights, a study by cheapair.com, and Brett Snyder, president of Cranky Concierge Travel Assistance and a former airline pricing analyst. Some studies suggest Tuesday or Saturdays are the cheapest days to buy tickets, but all of our sources say they usually rely on flawed or outdated data. For example, some articles suggest that weekends are the cheapest days to buy. Snyder points out that's based on data that tracks the average amount spent on a ticket each day of the week. Families tend to buy their tickets on weekends and usually purchase less expensive tickets. Meanwhile, business travelers tend to buy their tickets during the week, and many are less price sensitive.
A lot of the business travel, premium cabin or even last minute or whatever it might be, those tend to be higher fares.
The end result is a study that has skewed data. Similar articles suggest Tuesdays offer the best deals, but our sources say that's also not the case. Scott's Cheap Flights explains on its site that this idea is a holdover from the 1990s when airlines used to upload special e-fares on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. These days, Snyder says airlines use sophisticated algorithms to consistently adjust fares based on demand, regardless of what day of the week it is.
This hasn't existed for years. I couldn't tell you the last time when those actually were out there in the market.
So we can verify, no, there is not a certain day of the week that's cheapest to buy a plane ticket. So when should you book? Cheapair.com found domestic tickets are generally cheapest 3 to 15 weeks before departure. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back. Summer is here, and so are your sweet, sweet deals. You're going to love these new products from our friends at Morning Save.
So what do you have for us today, Steph?
Hey Jeff, hello DBL Nation. You know what day of the week it is. It's time for some great deals and even better products, so let's get to it. First up, we've got a 2-pack of Sterno Home Solar 12-foot LED string lights. So this deal includes 2 string lights, 2 dual remote solar panels, and 2 rechargeable batteries, and they're available in 2 pendant styles. So we've got gold and silver. So I just love getting my outdoor space ready for summer, and I think these in your backyard while you're entertaining are going to look so beautiful. Normally these are $76, but we've got them for $24, saving everyone $68.
Wow, always great deal, Steph.
You're gonna love this next one too, Jeff, because this is a fan favorite, because we've got Cuisinart Chef's Classic Stainless Steel 11-piece cookware set. So this deal includes a 1.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 2.5 quart saucepan with a lid, 3 quart saute pan with a lid, and an 8 quart stock pot with a lid, and an 8-inch skillet, a 10-inch skillet, and a steamer insert. I mean, this is an amazing deal. It's an eye-catching collection. It's going to impress your guests from sauteing to serving, and it's going to look great in any kitchen. And you know Cuisinart, of course, it comes with a lifetime warranty on this set. I mean, you can't ask more than that, can you, Jeff?
Not at all.
All right, so normally, given how much you're getting, this is $500, and I think that's a great price. But you guys are going to be blown away because we are selling it for $149. That's saving 70%, and this is going to last you forever.
Absolutely. If you're just getting started, what a deal on cooking. I'll tell you what, Steph, you do the ambiance outside, I'll come over and take that set and cook for you on the inside.
I love it. All right, we're going to keep it in the kitchen for this next product. We've got Soonervo 1800W electric double burner. So this deal includes 1 double burner that can turn your camp cooking into gourmet glamping. And if that's not your thing, this is really useful in the kitchen too. The hot plate double burners have 6 levels for precise cooking temperatures. So normally this is $60. But we've got it, Jeff, for just $35, saving everyone 42%.
I love it.
It's amazing. Okay, and then this next product, this is so much fun. We've got the Real Simple IPX4 splash-proof Bluetooth shower speaker. So this deal includes 1 shower speaker, and it has this little cute hanging strap, look, and it's got a suction cup so you can stick it on your shower, and it comes with a charging cable, and it comes in 3 different colors that you can pick from. So we've got grey, mint, and pink. Now, if you love singing in the bathroom and it's karaoke, blasting it out, then this is going to be the ultimate accessory, because with this speaker, you're going to feel like the rock star of your bathtub, and it will connect to Bluetooth, so there's no more risking your phone near the water, which is so dangerous. And you won't be finding these colors anywhere besides Morning Save. So normally this is $40, and for waterproof technology, that's not bad. But we've got them for $15, saving everyone 63%.
All right, thank you so much, Steph. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can scan the QR code on the screen to take you directly to these products and more on Morning Save's website. Again, thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
For 50 years, the Clean Water Act has given the federal government the authority to protect rivers from pollution. But this viral TikTok claims the Supreme Court just struck the law down.
I'm literally losing sleep over the fact that the Supreme Court overturned our Clean Water Act. There's no one really talking about it. And they did it in a closed docket.
So let's verify. Did the Supreme Court overturn the Clean Water Act? Our sources, the Supreme Court, the Northern District Court of California, the EPA, and the Code of Federal Regulations. The Supreme Court did rule on a case involving the Clean Water Act this year. Unlike some other big rulings you've heard about recently, this one didn't come out in June, it came out in April. That's because it wasn't a full case with oral arguments. It was a case on the emergency or shadow docket. That's when the Supreme Court issues a temporary ruling on a case it believes can't wait to complete the normal appeals process. So, what was that ruling about? Well, the court weighed in on an ongoing dispute about how to enforce the Clean Water Act. There's a section of that law that says companies need to get state permission before they can build any sort of project that might affect the water supply. And for the past few years, there's been a lot of debate about how to actually interpret that law, specifically when states should be allowed to deny permits using this law. Now, some states, energy groups, and the Trump administration argued it should only be in very limited cases. Other states and environmental groups argue states should be allowed to reject permits for a wide variety of reasons. A recent district court ruling sided with the environmental groups. The energy groups appealed, and the appeals court has not yet issued a ruling. But in the meantime, the energy groups also asked the Supreme Court to weigh in on an emergency basis. SCOTUS agreed 5-4 to do that and sided with the energy groups. Now, because it was a temporary emergency order, we don't get any explanation as to why. We did get a dissent from the 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Breyer, and Sotomayor, joined by Chief Justice Roberts. They argued that this isn't really an emergency, and so there was no reason for SCOTUS to intervene in the normal appeals process. The Supreme Court's decision means, for now, a more lax interpretation of the Clean Water Act is in effect, making it easier for companies to get their projects approved. But what it doesn't mean is that the Clean Water Act was overturned. That was never even on the table here. All the court did was temporarily weaken one aspect of enforcement of the Clean Water Act. It can make a permanent decision after the appeals court gives its ruling, or just decide to allow whatever that ruling is to stand. Either way, we can verify no. The Supreme Court did not overturn the Clean Water Act. With your Verify, I'm Casey Decker.
Turns out mowing your lawn in different directions does a lot more than just make your lawn look good. Let's connect the dots. According to experts, the direction you push the mower can make or break your turf. That's because if you mow your lawn in the same direction each time, grass blades will start to grow in that direction. By alternating patterns, you let the blades grow straighter and healthier. Switching directions also avoids rutting. That's because if you run your mower the same way each week, ruts will start to form. It's not just the direction that matters, but length too. If you cut your grass too short, you can end up with dead or drying patches scattered across your lawn. And that is connecting the dots.
Welcome back to DBL. Do not wait until Veterans Day to honor the men and women in the military who served our country. The Honor Flight Network provides vets with an all-expense paid trip to D.C. to see the monuments and memorials dedicated to their service. And you can help by making a donation today. It's easy. Just scan the QR code on the screen or call 303-577-2080. And we all have vets in our lives that we want to honor. We want to look at Colin's dad, Prentice, right?
Prentice Boyd, yeah.
Prentice, we have a picture, Marine, served in Vietnam,
yes.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wow, look at that. Talk about a hero. I mean, I can't even imagine what
on the right
experienced. And then your dad, Keith, right?
Yes, yes.
Your dad, Keith, let's take a, oh my gosh.
Look at Big Keith.
Army?
Yes.
Okay, and then USO tour out.
This is me in Kosovo with a room full of 18-year-old recruits. They had been there maybe a week, so I'll never forget their service.
Trust
Absolutely.
Me. And then I got to honor my dad, Marine, Vietnam vet.
Aww, that's
tours
an adorable
Vietnam.
picture.
There he is. We love you guys, and we love all of our men and women in military.
Our blessing.
Where hope finds help. Where courage meets conviction. Where makers make fans. We are Tegna, a family of local and national media brands that bring us together, serving the greater good of our communities. Where national know-how backs local business. Be in good company with Tegna.
I know you lying. You are wrong as all get out.
Be honest about what you are, but don't get tough when BLM protesters are walking down the street.
I don't know how much time we have, but I'm about to go on this rampage really quick. Okay, 1 minute.
Who are you?
I'm Tori.
I
thought everyone knew. Sorry.
Don't you respect my opinions as well? I have to respect yours. Can't you respect mine? Raise the roof.
Yes.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
DBL is all new every day.